Welcome to our Rolemaster actual play session. Twilight of the Old Order and Ain't No Place for a Hero are two campaigns currently co-joined, set in the world of Duranarki, the continent of men. In this gritty, cutthroat world, politics, religion, and commerce are all intertwined and reign supreme. Characters need to be both smart and ruthless to survive. We hope you enjoy our story, and, as always, may the dice roll in your favor. This is episode 129 of Twilight of the Old Order, and episode 106 of Ain't No Place for a Hero. The two parties have reunited some days back, and now find themselves thrust into the heart of a perilous mission on a long-forgotten, wretched, festering island. We rejoin our heroes as the frantic battle to storm the cave intensifies after another massive acid blast. Hello, I'm Chris, otherwise known as GM Chance, and welcome to our two stories tonight. For those that are unfamiliar with this game, there are two campaigns set in the same world, in the same timeline, with with interlacing plots. 6 characters in each game. The first campaign is called Twilight of the Old Order, and the second game is called Ain't No Place for a Hero. And you can see up on screen a total of 12 characters. The 12 characters which will be in play tonight. It's a lot. We have a number of different people playing those different characters, who in a second or two will introduce the characters they're playing this evening. We do have a few of our regular players away tonight, so a few people are stepping in and kindly playing playing characters for others. Kind of tradition now. My usual thank you to our viewers, our subscribers, people that are just generally supportive, saying nice things, and basically just spurring us on with our hobby. This is what we do for fun. We get together on a Wednesday night, as we are tonight, and we enjoy the delights of the Rolemaster system and indeed each other's company to come up with our own collective hallucination and tell a story together. So this is our hobby. We get a kick out of it, and we are absolutely thrilled that other people are too. So a big thank you for those that support us and just generally provide encouragement. A particular shout out to recently one of our regular viewers, Matthew Patch. Thank you very much for your kind comments recently, Matthew. Good of you to do so. Thank you. What would say to anybody that maybe has stumbled across this video for the first time, or has maybe watched one or two of these? If you're enjoying it, you're getting something out of it. Maybe you're learning how to play Rolemaster. Maybe you're just simply enjoying the witty banter between the players and the stories which they create, or whatever it is. If you're getting something out of it, we'd really like either a like down below, or even better, a click of the subscribe button. Literally a couple of seconds from you means a lot to us. It helps other people who are interested in these kind of videos find us online. Thanks very much. So, as mentioned, a lot of characters on screen. I'm now going to hand over to the players of those characters to introduce each one of the characters that they'll be playing tonight, and then in a second or two they'll answer a character development question. And as per usual, to introduce their characters, Pete will be leading us off tonight. Take it away, Pete.
Hi, I'm Pete, and in this episode I'll be playing Leif. Leif is a half-elf warrior mage, which means he uses weapons as well as magic. He's a friendly fellow, very empathetic, and a really kind member of the party.
Kia ora, I'm Mason, and for this episode I'm playing Demos. He's a very attractive, very hunky, very buff mixed man. Really great with his spear and shield, and he can whip out some swords if he needs to. He's not the most intelligent person, but he makes up for it with a lot of kindness, a lot of gentleness, except for when he's fighting. And he's been with the party for a little while, has thoroughly enjoyed his time with them, is very much looking forward to saving the world. And on the side, he is looking and hoping to find his long lost sister that was kidnapped a long, long time ago.
Hi, I'm Graham. I play Nyathonal Sherakir. She is a Magent, which is a mix of stealthy skills, fighting skills, and magic skills, mentalism, magic of the mind. She is a complex character, something of a religious fundamentalist who believes in assassination as a sacred endeavour. She keeps that well hidden, however. She is, however, a dab hand with a short sword and uses her magic and sneaky ability to good use in sneaking up on her adversaries.
Hi, my name's Giles, and for this episode I'm playing Tarquin. So Tarquin is a young, ridiculously good-looking half-elf. During his early life and adolescence, he's been well-trained in the gentle arts of thievery, charming others using his remarkably good looks, and of course, violence. He is in his own way a religious man, and he's out looking for some understanding as to what's happened to his homelands.
Kia ora, I'm Alex, and for this episode I'm playing Keros. Keros is a young North woman. She's a weather mage, a pretty powerful weather mage with some very cool spells. She's quite sweet and kind, a bit emotionally labile, but wears a heart on her sleeve and a strong moral compass. She also has a companion, a cat called Victory, who's a very important member of the party, and Victory was rescued, oh there's Victory, a wee while ago from impending doom.
Hello, I'm Graham. I play Etienne Gilderflower. He is a genitrist, which is a type of paladin or holy warrior. He follows the teachings of Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and he believes that her will leads him on, and he makes decisions based on the dreams he receives or thinks he receives from his goddess. He has joined the party on the mission to, as he understands it, to save the old order, the world as they know it. He is a very charming, very good-looking man, a very eccentric man, speaks in riddles and rhymes most of the time, but he believes in a higher purpose. He's a very dab hand with a sword, usually found in full plate.
Kia ora, I'm Pete, and I'll be playing Mithan in this episode. Mithan is a ranger. She's a high man. She's pretty good at outdoor skills, and she's a pretty good archer. She's not a people person. She doesn't really care about people's feelings, although she's beginning to in this party.
Hi, I'm Aidan, and I'm playing Grey. Grey is a very handsome half-elf who doesn't really believe in wearing shirts. He's constantly just displaying his body all the time, which, you know, he's got it, so he's flaunting it. He's got a bit of a tragic backstory. Pretty much everyone he's ever really cared about has been murdered brutally. But despite that, he's still a lovely guy. He's very caring, cares a lot about his teammates and also animals, loves animals, as he is a beastmaster. So he has the power to kind of, I don't know, not control, well, he can control animals, but he can also kind of interact with them and understand them and get them to help him do what he needs to do. And when he's not using his magic, he is a bit of a dab hand with an axe. He is very good at chopping things, chopping enemies. and also good with a little bit of stabby and a crossbow as well. He has a bird called Wingy that is his best friend that needs to have a bit more of a story, I guess. She'll come into it a bit more like down the road, I think. Yeah, that's Gray.
Hello, I'm Graham, and I play Severin Kaidegard, who is a human swordsman, a dab hand at the sword, spent his whole life training in swordsmanship. He is a very charming fellow and fancies himself as a bit of a leader.
Hi, I'm Stara. I play Jada. She's a 6'7" Arab-looking woman. She fights with a quarterstaff, but not often because she's a healer. She grew up in a monastery where they adopted her, and she has just been taught how to heal, do martial arts. That's all she's done her entire life.
Hello, I'm Graham, and I'm playing Tanya Anastasia, who is an elven hunter. Dab hand with a bow. She has some outdoor skills, some very adept sneaky skills, and is an interesting personality, a little bit spiky, a little bit difficult to know, but inside, a good egg.
Kia ora everyone, my name's Anthony, and for this episode I'm playing Ascallion, or Askel for short. He's a tall half-elf warrior mage who comes from the port city of Shabibi, and accordingly his favourite weapon is his ornate cutlass. As a warrior mage, Askel combines his offensive and defensive spells along with his prowess with his cutlass and in unarmed combat.
Kia ora, my name's Pete, and I'll be playing Nicholas in this episode. Nicholas is a common man and a mentat by profession. That means he is a spell user, and he uses spells from the mentalism realm. Nicholas is a quiet and sort of unassuming sort of fellow. He doesn't like to draw attention to himself.
And there we go. Hopefully that gives you a good sense, or a bit more of a sense at least, of the characters that are in play tonight. So we play on a Wednesday, as mentioned. Typically every Monday, I send out some questions about the character. Could be about their past, their likes, their dislikes, their maybe former love life, maybe their interest in terms of hobbies, or whatever it is. And really the idea of those questions is to encourage the player of those characters to think a bit more about their alter ego, their avatar, their character that they're playing. And tonight, kicking us off with those questions again is going to be Pete. Take it away again, Pete.
Thanks very much, Chris. Right, so the character question I'd like to answer for Leif is: describe an event when your character had to confront a choice between following the law and pursuing what they believed to be morally just. How did they decide? I'm thinking back to the event when a very significant member joined our party. That was Victory the cat. She was up a tree being tortured by this group of awful people who were throwing things at her, and the future looked grim for her. Party came upon them, and the decision was made, I think, by Keros. She was standing up for the cat up the tree, but the action was taken.
Definitely by Keros.
Sorry. By Keros, yeah. She was standing up for them, but the first punch was thrown, I believe, by Valdez, I believe, but matters not. The group as a whole all decided to step outside the law, which was perhaps that we should value these human lives over the cat's life, and, we didn't necessarily mean to kill them, but the fight escalated and they ended up all dying. No regrets there, actually. They were obviously awful people. Hello. Hello. So how do we decide? It was I think we were all on board with the decision, but Keros led the charge, I think. That's the question for Leif. For Mythan, how does your character feel about the existence of absolute morality, and do they believe there are actions that are universally right or wrong? So she has got some skill ranks in philosophy, so she has examined moral absolutism, and she would have done a little bit of thinking around it, but actually her personal opinion is that of course there are absolutes and morality, yes, she's always right. But no, she does think that there are probably absolutes and moral absolutes, but it does depend on the situation. So she'd say that with her tongue in cheek. She doesn't really engage in that sort of discussion. She just does what she thinks is right, and whatever. All the rest is words.
Very good. Pete, sorry, can I just pause you there? I just heard Giles join, and I know that Giles has been struggling last time with his mic, so just to reassure you, Giles, we did hear... No, he's dropped off, damn it.
No. He's back.
Is he back? Hello, Giles, are you back? Can you hear us? Yes, we can hear you.
Yay.
Can you hear us, Giles? Hello? Hello, Giles? Hello? Okay. The tech gremlins are back again. Okay, Pete. Let's... yeah, if you maybe want to continue, and hopefully Giles can...
Continue?
Thanks, Pete.
No, sure thing. For Nicholas, how does your character view the structure of power in the world, particularly regarding monarchies? Are they supportive of such systems, or do they lean towards more democratic ideals? Nicholas doesn't involve himself in politics. He just does what he wants. And unless he hasn't so far. He's been happy with the political structure of the country he's lived in, which was the Kingdom of Thrace. That worked well enough for him. It enabled him to do what he needed to. Right. He does believe power corrupts. So even if there was a nation that was a more democratic, more perhaps even communist, dare I say, he would have to see it to believe it, that would work better, because he does not believe that, he doesn't believe particularly in, well, he not a belief in human behaviour, but he does notice a trend of human behaviour that power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Yeah, I would say that's his thinking on that.
Thanks, Pete.
Please pass over to Anthony.
Cool. Just while we're doing so, can someone, just while I'm doing this, if anybody could give Giles a hand with his tech issues, that would be fabulous. Thank you. Just even messaging him or something, that would be super. Thank you. Anthony, go for it.
All right. So yeah, for Eskel tonight, I've gone with how does your character view the structure of power in the world, particularly regarding monarchies? So we obviously just recently in Jeboi Ratana, which is kind of familiar field to where he's from, in Shabibi. I guess he sees they're a necessary beast. He considers a small fish in the big ocean and leaves them to run things and how they do stuff. So yeah, he gets it, accepts it. Cool. Next character, either Demos or Grey.
Yeah, sure. And thank you. You're running three. Well, actually, Askel's unconscious. You're running two characters tonight, two of whom aren't yours. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Who would you like to go with first?
Let's go for Demos first.
Demos, sure thing.
Yeah, despite his looks, he's actually a reasonably smartish sort of guy. So his question would be, if your character discovered a party member engaged in morally questionable activities, how would they confront the situation? As you can see, he's very muscular, and I'm sure Mason would have him flexing his arms and thighs to when challenging or questioning the individual that has probably been up to no good. And that's how they would do it, probably lean in, chest blazing, so to speak. That's how they would deal with it.
Nice one. Thank you.
There's Demos. As for Grey, describe an event where your character had to confront a choice between following the law and pursuing what they believed to be morally just. Not 100% familiar with his background, but I know it was in around, I think he was in the circus, and I think someone was being cruel to some of the circus people and animals, and he did not view that very well, given he's a beastmaster, and I think he took the individual out in the end, I think.
Yes, I think so too.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, he, I
I guess he's a little bit of a Robin Hood. Then up
Yes.
for the weak or the undefended, and help them out.
Nice one.
Yeah, that's great.
Nice one. Thank you very much. And again, thanks for playing these 2 characters. Who are you hearing from?
Oh yes, good point. Let's go for Giles / Tarquin if he's good to go.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
I can. Still haven't sorted out problems. I thought I had, but anyway. So the question is, how does your character feel about the existence of? It's if your character discovered a party member engaged in morally questionable activities, how would they confront the situation? I think Tarquin would wonder about what constitutes morally questionable, and would have a think about what that meant, and would use that to think about the other characters' morals and how they saw things, and then might think about how they could use that to defend themselves if things went badly wrong. I think maybe Tarquin sees morality a little more fluidly than possibly some characters, and that might be because of his upbringing, which has been challenging, and also because he's a pretty young character. Look, I apologise, I'm not sure who we haven't heard from yet.
No worries. Graham and I think Sarah may join us to introduce Jada, or may not, we'll see. Just one thing, just as a reminder, please, Giles, if you're struggling with headset, just a reminder to everybody, earphones or earmuffs on or earplugs in or whatever, and please mute yourself, just in terms of picking up static and stuff. But great to have you, Giles. Excellent. Pleased that we can communicate. Good stuff. Who are you handing to, please?
I'll turn this over to Graham.
Sure thing. Thank you. Graham?
Yeah, sure. How do my characters view the power structure of the world, particularly regarding monarchies? Are they supportive of such systems, or do they lean towards democratic ideals? I don't think any of my characters have really probably come across a democracy. Sounds crazy. But certainly, I think, given we're defending nominally the structure of power of the world, probably most of them. I think Severin and Tanya would certainly support that kind of structure. They don't know any other. In the case of Tanya, she's been a part of it, and Severin sort of respects it. So broadly, yes, they think it's worth fighting for. Neathanol pretty has lived on the margins of society. Doesn't at all particularly respect it. Not really supportive of any kind of government, I don't think, really. She just does her thing. Questionable why she's doing what she's doing, but anyway. Likewise, Etienne, he's just he's very suspicious of anyone who holds power, and particularly if he gets a sniff of if it's abuse. So he has his own way of living, and he nominally accepts power structures, but if there's any kind of abuse, he will certainly rail against them.
Excellent. Thank you.
Sarah.
Yes, Sarah.
Hi. If Jada discovered a party member engaged in morally questionable activities, how would she confront the situation? I've been waiting for this question for a long time. She has a lot. There's a long list of morally questionable activities: pork, alcohol, gambling, littering, touching other party members, looking at them, stealing, cheating, fortune telling, jaywalking. Also imposing or forcing beliefs on others. Everything. Also imposing beliefs on others, but she's not perfect. And killing and lying, but also again, nobody's perfect. But others should not do it.
Don't forget the jaywalking. Nice.
Yeah, she would very much try and change their minds about what they're doing and go on and on about it, because she won't be able to understand how they can think differently. So yeah,
cool.
Should just rattle on, trying to save their lives and do the right thing, but probably a bit annoying and judgy.
Excellent. Thank you very much indeed. Well, there we go. Gentle viewer, gentle listener. We're now getting, as I say, quite a few people listening into our podcasts. That's the team in all their glory. A lot of characters, and as you'll discover tonight, there's quite a hefty battle going on. So the rounds, the 10-second Rolemaster rounds, seem to take quite a while, but that's all good. Quite a tense situation. And Pete, you are our usual person we turn to when it comes time to do a recap from last session. Would you do the honours again, please, this time?
Sure thing. So we began. I think in last session, I think, as you said, Chris, I think we only covered perhaps 2, maybe 3 rounds. So a lot happened.
Yes.
But there was not too much to retell because it can really sort of break it down or summarise it. So we started off with, we were attacking this boxy fortress made out of crates. We continued, the fighters, the initial fighting crew with shields and things, continued to push through to the right, past where Severin had fallen on the ground, where Earless Jack, or what's his name, Earless Yonton is. And so during the 2 rounds we pushed through a bit more. The path, I believe, through the caltrops is now cleared.
Yes, it is. Certainly this side it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah. The spearmen moved up and started poking at the crenellations with their spears, which is wonderful. Unfortunately, one of our allied archers got hit. 2 or 3 shots, I believe, arrows in her. Unfortunate for her. But better to have one person down with several arrows than several people down an arrow each. Things were going on reasonably when someone decided to throw an acid ball at us, which was unfortunate. Lots of widespread injury, some major, some not as major, but still not nice. The call was made to retreat, and thoughts and preparations were sort of starting to be actioned. Leif floated Severin in view of pulling him out, and then one of our allies cast some sort of light spell into the enemy and called that they were stunned, and then called for the advance. So the retreat was cancelled and the call to attack was put out, basically. So I think that was the general feeling, was we would advance and just see how we've gone. It's pretty critical. We've been building up to this for a while now. I believe there was some activity down the far end of the beach with Tarquin as well. So, but the rest of us don't know about that. So
cool, excellent. Thank you, Pete. Very, very well summarised. Thank you very much. Nothing really to add from me. What I'm going to do, I went to do it earlier today. Rather than futzing around as you just saw me doing, I'm going to put in a little hotkey to here, and I might just do this off camera, just to allow me to speed kind of around the map a little bit faster. So just going to do that. But just while I'm doing that, any qualifying questions from anybody? Anything that's not clear, or anything that you'd like me to explain a bit more, or any questions? Sounding silence. This is unusual. Okay. Okay. Wow. I think that's probably a first. Just when I actually need you to ask a question while I'm messing around with the map. Goodness. Does someone want to sing or something? Hang on. A second, guys. Just had this absolute brainwave just as I was doing my thing before, and I should have done this earlier, because you can put hotkeys on the map, and that can take you instantly to where you want, the action to be. Go, do it there. There we go. Great, excellent. So, just a test. If I do that, yes, do that, yes, and then do that. That's great. Okay, fantastic. That's going to make my life a lot easier. Very good. So, well summarised, Pete. Goodness me, do I still have players? It's gone very, very quiet. if
Still
we're-
here. Still here.
Excellent, good, thank you. If we're all sitting comfortably, grab yourself a drink. If we're all ready, if you're as curious as I am to find out what happens. And by the way, to our viewers, I was just saying this off camera. I mean, GMs, of course, storytellers, whatever you want to call us, we answer to lots of things. Generally have an idea of where they think the story may go. But actually, it does come down to the proverbial dice roll. And I've got an idea of what may happen. I think there's going to be certain things that take place. But actually, I've got no idea. So this is going to be as much of a surprise for me as it is for you. And this is what I love about this hobby. So, if everybody is sitting comfortably, if everybody is ready, let's start the game. And we are into rounds and into some violence, no doubt. We are off with initiative. Any changes to initiative for anybody I should be aware of? This includes your magic spell if you're going to cast magic in this round as your first action. Going once, going twice, and we're gone.
Sorry, I believe Mathan had a...
You're a bit late, Pete. Sorry.
Partial.
Sorry, I clicked the button and I now can't change it.
No worries.
Cool. Can I change it? I can't change it, Pete. I'm sorry. I clicked the button.
No, my bad. Being slow. No worries.
Cool. Okay. All right. So, very first actor that you guys see, or that some of you see, back in here, this person here says to Yonton, who is here, Chief, are you alright? And Yonton kind of grunts back, I've had worse, get moving, cover the bastards, cover that corner. And this person here moves out, and hopefully, if the counter allows me, yes it does, excellent, moves around. Nopes, and was up here. And this archer, unfortunately, either wisely or unwisely, had decided to loiter here, and is in the middle of fumbling to load his bow as this swordsman comes up and swings at him. This was the guy, by the way, that cut off the leg. But, last thing that happened, just before that happens, a spear comes out from here, completely misses this person, so he steps past it quite comfortably. And this guy moves with a very, very fluid grace. He clearly is, and Severin lying on the ground, I'm not sure if you even see it in your condition, but assuming you and perhaps Leif see it, he is a killer. No, absolutely no doubt about it. And kind of within 2 steps, he's up and he's on this person and launches a brutal attack at them. This guy here has no weapon he's able to parry with because he's got his bow out. He's frantically trying to get his bow loaded. He will be able to fire this round unless, assuming he's not hit, but I think he's about to get hit. 10 and parrying 10. Not a great attack, but frankly, it was enough. 8 and an A slash. Not a massive cut. Probably, Leif, you might just get to see it. slashes this guy here, and there's a scream. It's actually probably out of everybody's field of vision. You can only see from the angle of the camera. And that's the end of that turn. Okay, I'll do that later. Cool. Back outside. This woman here is just, she's right in front of you, Etienne. And even though she's looking pretty wobbly on her feet, she reaches down into her pouch. She's got a belt pouch. And pulls a flask off her pouch. Being stunned, there's not much more she can do in that time because she's kind of reeling and stuff. But yeah, she's got like a flask in her hand. She's holding her spear in one hand and her shield on the other, and she's used one hand to take a flask off her belt. Ethanol.
Does several things. Shouts very loudly, Twilight hero charge attack, and then moves forward.
Cool. Where does she go?
She will. She'll speak those words through the mind voice ring, if that's possible. Since she'd opened communication with it.
She did open it last time. Yes, she did. She communicated with Severin. Yes, she did. How long does it last for? I don't know.
I think it's for as long as I concentrate. But okay. So I think she'll say that, and then presume she's not able to do that and move.
No, she can. No, she can. Concentration is a 50% action, so she has 50% remaining to act.
Okay. Well, she will.
That's right, isn't it, Pete? 50% concentration. Pretty sure. Sure, that's the case.
Yeah, correct. It's taken that you're spending. Yeah. But everything else is slowed down by half.
Right. So 50%.
Yeah.
What does she do? Please, right.
She'll run forward to the rock to the right of the cave entrance, and prepare herself for the next round.
Okay. Give me a shallow water, as we've discussed several times. But just in case she trips over on a rock or something like that and sprains her ankle at a bad moment.
29.
Sorry.
29.
29. I'm happy with that. Cool. And she moves up a short distance and gets to there. Cool.
Oh, can I not get any further than that?
Nope.
Even if I run?
Oh, you are running?
I did say run, yeah.
Oh, you did too. Yep. What's 50% of a run, please? Yeah, as a general rule, in future, I'm going to be asking people to tell me the distance that they run, the distance that they can move.
She can run 60 feet around with a pack.
But half?
So,
is that
40.
half? Right, half. Okay. Okay, cool. So
if she's running, she can run twice that. So 120, half of that, 60.
60. All right. So she's running through water a bit slower. So that was 25 up to there. So where does she want to position herself?
Tucked into the crevice to the immediate left of the cave. So she's out of bow shot and stuff, but ready for the next round.
So, what, here?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Done. Okay.
And tucked into the rock face.
Yeah, got it. Severin, where you are... Damn, I should have done this last time. It's so much handier. Out of here, out of this crenellation, if you want to call it that, a spear comes out here and pokes down at you. You're on the ground, probably actually Nicholas, you see it. Severin, you're on the ground, you're too far away, and it kind of prods ineffectively at the air above you. But, you know, it's close-ish to you, but it's still some way away.
I mean, Severin's not moving, obviously.
From outside, Tanya, you're probably aware of it. Gray, you hear it. This woman here is just screaming. She's screaming in pain, but interspersed with it, for those that speak Thebronic, and she's mixing in Southang as well. Just, help! Help! It burns! It burns! It burns! Help me! Help me! Help me! She's out of sight, out of bowfire, and just screaming at the top of her voice. It's an awful sound. Who would see this? Tanya, you would see this. No, Tanya, Nathanal, probably these characters wouldn't. All of a sudden, this person here, just to zoom in a little bit. Oops. Let me see them. Right. That person. So one of your, allied team members, if you want to call them that, who had disappeared, Gray had noticed, several rounds ago, 20, 30 seconds ago, suddenly, bizarrely, appears. And he appears here, upside down, on the arch of this archway here. Basically, I'm not going to put him there, but you can see you can see where the cursor is. He appears upside down, and the reason he appears, and all of his clothes, etc., are hanging down, but the reason he appears is he's got his 2 feet on the rock face hanging upside down, and 1 hand on the rock face, but he is able to see over the barricades. And upside down, he just suddenly throws with all his might a dagger. Attack. And there is a... Hang on, let's see if I got a sound effect for it. I think I have. I think I've got a perfect sound effect. Something close. Here we go. Chunk. Once again, for good measure. Splat. Yeah, that is a solid hit. And you hear, certainly those that are close enough, perhaps, let's say that Neathanol definitely is aware of this. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There is a scream from the other side. And that was a 50% action to throw. And this person, is that a 50% action to throw? I'm pretty sure it is. Yep, 50%. And with the remaining 50%, this person kind of scuttles up again. Just really bizarre to watch. You know, actually initially when the person threw the knife, they had 3 points on the rock, and then now that they have no knife in their hand, 4 points on the rock, and they kind of scuttle almost up and out of any danger from the cave itself. Whack. 6. Okay. Leif, just coming to where you are. There we go. Much easier. So Leif, you're here. Just to kind of survey the scene. This guy has moved up and attacked someone there. What are you doing, please?
He would like to move up as well. So he is going to be aware of attacks through the crenellation, so keep aware of the spear attacks and keep away from them.
Yep.
He's going to only use 90% of his movement because he'd like to cast deflections if he needs to.
Okay.
And then if by the end of the round he hasn't needed to cast deflections, he'll cast a different 10% spell.
Okay, cool.
Moving up, he'd want to have the option of parrying or attacking if he needs to.
Okay. Cool. So, where does he? Tell me where you'd like to place him.
No chance of an attack on that bowman.
I'm going to say no. The gap in there is pretty narrow, and your companion, your friends, whatever you want to call, is there. Where does he move to, please?
Yep. If he goes past that crenellation where the spear appeared from, he can look there and he'll take 10% or whatever, but it's right there. If he thinks he can get an attack on the person in there, he would want to, but I doubt it. If they've withdrawn, I assume.
Yep, so he looks through. There is a person with some kind of pole weapon there. They've taken a step back after their attack. He can't reach them.
Cool. He would want to be right behind he would like to continue up to that door, and he'll check behind him.
Yes.
So I think there was a bit of...
Down this way? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and when you say check, is that a perception roll?
Yep. Yes, please.
Okay.
10%.
Cool. All right. Give me the roll, please.
And also wanted to hear, how much can this cover? Can he check the room as well behind the archer, both directions?
Yes, yeah, you can. Yep. Give me a roll, please.
Cool. 54.
Okay. And what is his perception, please?
Plus 51.
Yeah, look, several things. Firstly, I'm going to just do this. Going to go back to that map, and I'm going to borrow my person who can reveal a bit more of the map. Happens to be ethanol. Oops. Just revealed way too much of the map, but that's alright. In terms of what I can see. Just a very, very slight little tweaking by me, guys. Just give me 1 sec. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay. Yep, that's good. Okay, good. Thank you, Neathanol, for your assistance. Put Neathanol back where she was. Now, Leif, you are aware of a number of things. You are aware of them. All I can do is ask people to try to act with their best role-playing heads on and not to act too much on what you know. Please, Pete. So, so not game it, basically. Alright, so back into the game. So several things. You were here. There's this horrible statue you've seen here. You spin around. You move up. And as you move into this position, you catch a glimpse of it actually looks a comparatively new door in the light, and there is a bit of light from a brazier internally. Looking this way, this is what you see: more crates and another door here, and then yes, this person here that was attacked. Spinning around, you see a flight of stairs going down into the gloom. It's obviously not lit like this. Flight of stairs down, and turns a corner, and that's the distance there. There's no sign of anybody down here. There's a lot of liquid, a lot of what appears, a lot of liquid on the ground from what you made out as well. You move up here, and yeah, there's definitely something underfoot. What do you do, please?
Sorry, what's underfoot?
Liquid, or some kind of liquid, yeah.
Oh, he would definitely... Okay, so that's... I mean, it hasn't taken too much of his action, has it? I mean, he's just moved 15 foot.
Yep. Yeah, very short distance. He checked the crenellation here. There's a person, they're actually turned on there. Let's see if I can move them.
Oh, they're that thin. Yeah, right.
There we go. There's a person there. Yep. So they stabbed at you with a spear. But yes, you moved a very short distance. And there's definitely something underfoot. I mean, there's a lot of rainwater in here as well. And then there's a flight of stairs down, and then down to the gloom.
Yeah, he wants to, he'll bend down, and he wants to sample it, put it on his hand, smell it, the stuff on the ground.
It's oil.
Yep. So he will call out in Westron, he'll call as loud as he can, oil on the floor, and he will say in Vibronic. So this is just in this area, is it?
No. It's,
I mean,
it's
around the caltrops as well.
It's here. It's puddles of it here. Puddles of it here, and puddles of it down here. Definitely oil.
Yeah. Okay. He will and wants to let Yonton and the guy in front of him know, and he does speak Vibronic, so he will use as quiet a voice as he can to communicate to those two people.
Okay.
Yeah, oil on the floor, but he'll call out loudly in Westron, oil on the floor.
Okay. So the oil is kind of here, or the liquid is here, kind of pooled here and here. It's reasonably clear, this area.
Okay, he'll step into the clear area too. Thank you.
Okay.
I mean, that doesn't change his defensibility particularly much, does it? I mean, he's...
No.
Yeah. If more people come up behind him later, he can move to get out of the way. He would be aware of needing to move later if he needs to. Okay. Cool, thank you. Okay. And he's got 10% action left of the deflections, or for another spell.
Yes, you moved a very short distance, so yes, you do.
Cool, thank you. Great, thanks.
Next up. Okay, Yonton nods at you, Leif, and starts fumbling at his belt. He kind of sticks his shield, sticks his sword under his arm, and starts fumbling at his belt to take off a flask as well. He's looking pretty bad, and he's bleeding quite a bit, but yeah, that's what he's doing. Okay. Etienne.
Well, he can't really. He's stunned. Where is he? So, am I impeding the entrance at all?
It depends. People can come around the sides, and as these guys have. There's no one immediately behind you.
I think he'll position himself between openings above and remain sort of crouched, trying to see out his period of stun. There's not much else he can do, really.
Okay, cool. Looking through his bucket that he's wearing on his head.
Shield up.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Can he prepare or not? He can't, can he?
No.
No.
Tarquin. Tarquin, as you and I chatted last time, do you want to just give me a dice roll for what you wanted to do?
Yep, I'll try and do that now, thanks.
Cool.
The dice roll, I need to go to text channels. Why will it not let me? Which text channel do I go to?
Go to main game channel.
There we go, yep, thank you.
Seven. Seven. Unfortunately, that's negative 15. Do you have a base spell skill, Tarquin?
How will I find that?
It'll be on your skill list.
I mean, the reality is I don't think I do, because I don't think I... Oh, yes, I do have base spells. It's +8.
+8. That's a result of 0. That is a spell failure. Can you roll a spell failure on yourself, please?
Yep, sure. $46.
Okay. Moderate mental lapse causes caster to cast an ineffectual spell. So the spell goes off, but not lose spell points, miraculously. Wow, you were lucky. You're very, very lucky. That was it, Tarquin.
So the spell doesn't go off, but I lose no power points?
No, the spell, there's an ineffectual spell, but you don't lose the power points. Which is definitely I think. Okay, moving on. You've got 25% left to act. Tarquin, do you do anything else?
I'll do a glance for as much of that 25 as I can.
Yep.
Up the...
Yep, give me a roll. Give me a roll.
Why couldn't I hit that last time?
Dice gods don't like you, buddy. And your perception is something pretty massive, isn't it?
90. So, and what I'm looking at, as you know, Chris, is I'm looking up the zigzag and I want to know how far away they are. That's the key bit of data.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Some information coming into your text channel, Tarquin, in a second. It'll be in the Twilight text channel.
Yeah.
Take a second for me to type it, so just chill for a sec. Okay. With you now. Oh. Lastly.
Thank you.
Last point. Okay. There we go. Thank you. All right. Very good. Next up. Askell is unconscious. Mython.
Just so you know, I think we can see the chat in the side of the screen.
Oh, thank you. Damn it.
Not reading it, of course.
Damn it. Thank you. Thank you for your honesty. I must take a photograph sometime of the amount of little boxes I've got open on my screen. Thank you for your honesty, Pete.
How many screens? Is it just the 2 screens? 2 full screens?
2 full screens, but lots and lots and lots of computer programs open. Anyway, there we go. Pete, Mython.
So she's there. She doesn't. Oh, she is going to call out to the screaming lady in Snuff Tongue.
Yep.
Bathe it. So we have established that washing acid burns can be alleviated by bathing them.
A little. These were acid burns that were causing 1 or 2 hits per round. But yes, a little.
Okay, she will call that out. That's her job done.
Okay. Wow, that's very kind of Mython, unusually so.
It's huge. It's actually huge. Well done, Mython. Gold star for her.
Yep.
She is due to sort of move in. She would like to have opportunity on any of the archers and the crenellations.
Yep.
And if she doesn't, so she'll move up where she needs to fire on them.
Okay, so up to...
If there is such a thing as happening here. Yep. If she does not need to fire, her intention is then to, if she has opportunity to move through...
Okay.
Where the rest of the spearmen are going, then she will. That's her intention, unless something else happens during the round to make her rethink that. Unless she shoots someone, or unless there's a call that's a bad decision. She's thinking that she might start to move through too. Does that make sense?
It does. These people here, she can see probably enough. They're pretty wobbly, but their intention appears to be to go through.
Yeah, so she will make her call on if she does indeed want to follow them towards the end of the round.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Just to check this. Oh no, all good. Let's check behind you. No, not a lot. Okay. Wait, stunned. This guy here, he's been kind of silent for the last round after being hit, maybe shock perhaps, and now he just is shrieking. A bit like his companion over here. It burns! It burns! It burns! And then the words just trail off, and just this blood-curdling scream. It's getting loud and pretty horrible in here. Hard to hear each other. He is really, really screaming. Demos, here. To you, Anthony.
I was going to say, Demos, that's basically nice. All right. Demos was coming in to help move Askell. The looks like it's right there. So Demos would like to reach down and carefully pick up Askell.
Okay, sure thing. Demos
is going to do it in...
Sorry,
and was going to do it in conjunction with Gray.
Okay. We'll wait for Gray's. We'll roll to see what Demos does, and then we'll come to Gray. Demos is holding both a spear and a shield. What is he doing with both those items, please?
He will have to. He'll have to drop the spear, I think. Retain the shield and swap to his right arm so he can put that facing to the right.
Okay.
And then try and pick up. I don't know if Askel's on his back or is on his face down.
You tell me. Oh, sorry. Askel, I don't know. Probably on his back, I guess. Yeah.
So he'll need to crouch down and then calling to Ray to help grab the other side of Askel to lift him.
All right. Could you give me a a strength maneuver, please? It'd be a. How much does Askel weigh? And I'm bearing in mind that Gray is helping with this at the same time.
Askel, wait. He's 160 pounds, so pretty slight.
Yep. Okay. So call it particularly with Gray's help. So this is assuming Gray's help. Give me a medium strength roll, please.
Muscular strength is 98 plus 33.
Plus 33. Yep. Give me a roll.
Yep. 82.
82. Nice. Plus 33. Yeah. Not 100% successful, but he makes really good ground carrying him. So 90% of his action is 90% effective. So he's keeping his shield in the direction of the threat. In other words, inside the cave. He's using one arm to hold that shield, and he's using one hand to strongly grip Askel's clothes and grip Askel and move him. So yep, that was a good result by Demos. Assuming Gray does something similar, you should be able to move him a decent way. That was a good result.
It's all those squats.
That's it.
Well done, Mason.
Well done, Mason. Yes. This chappie here runs, actually not particularly fast, but moves over and comes over here to his companion, gets out of harm's way, but is also kind of peering around the side, seeing what's going on. 2. This person here is stunned. He's definitely not feeling wonderful, but he's not stunned, no parry. And with an 84, let's see if I can do it from this angle. Can I do it? Let's see if the figures like me. Bang. Oh no, have I just done something really stupid? No, maybe not. Go. He moves through, sorry Severin, just knocked you over. He moves through, kind of staggering a bit, kicking the remainder of the caltrops out of the way. He's seen what's happened before, and he's keeping his shield up, and he's got his spear facing towards the crenellations, and his pretty much exactly where he's standing, maybe a little bit further in, to allow others to come in behind him, and it's got his shield up and is facing this way. Kick it, and he's used the remainder of his time to kick the caltrops out of the way. He can't do much more than that because he's pretty wobbly on his feet, but that's what he does. And then the woman behind him, who actually got to act first. Oops. Severin, we know you're flipped down. Can I pick that that's the correct one. Yes, it is. She moves through as well, basically replicating her companion's actions. God, it's getting very crowded in here. There we go. Pretty much there, slightly behind her companion. I'm not going to try to futz around with the counters anymore, but her back is up against the wall. Her shield is facing the same way as her companion, and they've both got their backs up here, if that makes sense. There is now room, Etienne, if you wanted to either come up to the gap or anybody else that's already acted. There is now space for people to move up. Going once, going twice.
Sorry, who to move?
Well, to anybody who's acted and who said that they had an opportunity action to move. I think it was actually only Mithan, to be honest.
Did Nathaniel not?
Sorry?
Was Nathaniel moving up as well? I thought she was.
No. No, she's
only moved. Okay.
No, she's still there.
No, Mithan will. She will actually. She's had a rethink, and she sees Nathaniel near her, I believe, and she will say over the gap. She'll turn to Nathaniel and ask over the gap to her. Actually.
Okay. Done.
And she will, based on Nathaniel's answer, Mithan will. Oh no, she doesn't. She's still got to. No. Yeah. Can I ask what Nathaniel answers?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, Mithan will be thinking of going through the gap, getting it next to her.
Okay.
And is it end of the round? Sorry.
No, not yet. Severin.
Oh no, sorry, mine.
Severin saying anything? You're currently lying absolutely motionless on the ground.
Well, he can't do anything. The mind voice thing, I was just looking it up. It says caster may mentally speak with any thinking being. Is that one way, or speak as in converse? Once you have a connection, can you go backwards and forwards or not?
No, I think we've played this before. You can get a message one way, but yeah, the way we've played this before is you can communicate one way. So Tanya can send messages out, Severin can't respond.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, I mean, he's just going to be dead, essentially, and try not to be poked. Yeah.
Lovely.
I mean, he can't push himself. He hasn't, he's 150.
He's temporarily, but yes, he's really, he's basically, can you imagine, like a cartoon from the 50s, he's got little Tweety birds going around his head. He's really not great. Speaking of Tanya, it is in fact her turn. Tanya, this round you have seen. Let's have a look. No. There we go. There we go. Great. So this round, Tanya, you have seen this strange man here appear from under the arch and throw a dagger. And you've seen the other events unfold as described. What do you do?
So she's got an arrow notched from last time. She's going to move forward and attempt, if she sees a target, fire through the entranceway at them.
Sure.
So, I mean, if that takes her to the end of the round, that's fine. So she's just going to be scanning those gaps. She sees anybody in there, she's going to attack.
Okay, so she does definitely get a plus 50 to her initiative next round. Please remind me at the end of the round, which we're nearly at. And
I'll move forward at the same time. Yeah.
Where are you moving forward to, please?
To the defensive. So she wants to get so she's a little bit like Mithan, right? Except she's gonna move up. So she's moving at the same time, and she'll then put her back up against the crates when she gets there.
I don't know where she's going. Where is she going?
Towards the crates.
Okay. What's the distance? 27 foot. Yep, that's fine. She can easily walk that in a round. Okay.
Unless obviously there was opportunity to shoot if something came.
Understood.
Yeah. But then back against the crates and.
Okay, let's see if we can move her counter up. Oh, damn it! Please don't do that. Okay. not going to futz around with it too much. Tanya is up against the crates. We're all aware of this. Lastly, Gray, can you please make a roll exactly as Demos did to see how you go at picking up Askell, and let's see how far you move them to and to where.
Okay. $43.
I'll swap for a strength.
Strength is plus 16.
Not bad, but certainly nothing as impressive as your friend Demos. So, kind of the distance that Demos is able to carry him is kind of cut back a bit by Gray, just not lifting up his end of the bargain. But you do make some progress. I'd give you, say, 30 foot that you could move him. Where do you move him to, please? 30 foot, by the way, would give you, just to give you a sense, to there's 30 foot, for example. To there is 10. Okay, so to here.
Yeah. So they're basically getting Askell out of the fight zone. So.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. To there. Happy with that?
Yep, perfect.
Excellent. That is the end of the round.
Spell.
Oh, sorry, Pete.
No, good. Life spell.
Yep. What's the spell?
Yep. It's instantaneous spell. He rolled a 60.
Yep. So the spell.
Which is
Hasek. So the spell does go off. Yep.
Which is combat 2, adds 10 to his DB and 10 to his OB for 8 rounds.
Okay, cool. Just remind me.
I know, my job to remember that, yeah. Thank you.
Job to remember. There you go. Cool. That is the end of the rounds. End rounds. Bang. The GM needs to head to the loo and, most importantly, get another beer. Be back in a sec.
Tanya didn't.
Oh,
there was no target for Tanya anyway, just to check.
Correct.
What's Tanya going to do, Graham?
I don't really know. I guess.
If you'd rather Mithan move through and do anti-poison on Severin, we can swap our plan.
Yep.
But Tanya's got a combat skill. She'd have to have a melee weapon, I assume. But imagine it'll be archery in there.
Oh yeah, she's got a melee weapon. Yeah.
It's set to kill. TTP, is that her?
Yeah, set to kill. It's all very Star Trek.
Yeah.
Not set for stun, that's for certain. Well, if this was stunning, that happens. That's fine. But
so yeah, your choice.
Yeah, no, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. So Tanya will yell out to Mithan she's going over, and Mithan should go round the other way, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe Nathan will suggest that.
Yeah, Nathan will say that, and she'll delay.
Just happens to go that way. Yeah. Oh, actually, having some archers on the spearmen isn't a bad thing. In the gaps, round to the side, give them something to keep their pointy sticks away from, right? You know, when they've been pointing at the holes, poking it through the holes.
Yeah. Is Mithan going that way then?
So Mithan goes that way.
Okay.
Yep.
It'd be nice to get an all clear. I don't know what we're jumping into. That's the only trouble.
Yeah. Well, you saw that we didn't have the Leif didn't have any info on what's in that room. No. So sorry. The intention was he move in and look, but he couldn't. He's not going to push past into that archer. If that really makes sense.
No. I'm just wondering whether they should delay a round or not. But maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's your choice. You could ask the creepy guy.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Jim's just going to do a quick tidy up of the map. Back in a second. Don't mind me.
No, it's tricky. Cool. Oh, I was going to ask Graham, how long does the plus 10 Etienne last.
Yes, must remember to call that each time. It's 1 round per level, so that's total of 8 rounds.
Awesome. So we've still got a bit of
7 rounds.
time, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay, nearly with you guys. Okay. All right. Very good. Etienne, I moved you at the same time. That was unfortunate. Seconds. 1 second. Second. Go. Oh, damn it. There we go. Cool. Accidentally moved the ethanol. Okay, I think we're good. Very good. Okay, cool. Back to it. Next rounds. Initiative. Changes to initiative. Tanya, we said you had... well, you've moved in here, but... I kind of think of this as you having a target ready to shoot, and if you'd stood back here and waited for a target to range there, you'd get plus 50 to your shot, because you're there. You've got a clear target to emerge. I think... Yeah, I don't know. Having it when you're kind of right up against the wall is different, I think. I think you need to react to something. Does that make sense? You need to... when you're standing back here and you see a clear target, you're ready to fire. I think when you're actually up against the crates... You have plus 50, but you might be limited. There you go. I've just thought it through myself. You have plus 50 to initiative, but it's going to depend very much on what you can see from where you are. There you go. I've just answered my own riddle. There we go. Does anybody else have changes to their initiative, please? Nope. Okay. Thank you. Rolling initiative. Bang, and we're off. And funnily enough, Tanya, with that massive plus 50. You've got an arrow on the string. You're ready to fire here. Anything you do, what's your action?
Can she fire through the entryway or anything?
No, there's no target. Unless you want to shoot your own people. No, there's no targets.
No. I mean lean in.
No. There's no targets.
So I can't move and fire.
No, the idea of having the plus 50 to initiative is you are definitely going to shoot that round. It's to give you an advantage to be able to shoot. This is awkward. Maybe I need to phrase it is rather than a move, it's to actually shoot this round. That's why you get plus 50. The idea is you've got an arrow ready and waiting on your string, ready to find a target.
No, so she moved towards the wall with an opportunity action to shoot if she saw someone.
Understood. Yep.
Yeah.
She didn't see anybody.
No.
So I mean, she's got an opportunity action if she sees anybody here. There's no way that she can see over the crenellations where she is now, as no one else has been able to do. And there's no target through here.
Well, then she'll just act, but not take advantage of that shot. If that makes sense.
Yeah, except that she gets the advantage of moving
Well,
first.
I can wait. That's fine.
Yeah, we might have to. Well, she tends to act later in the round, so let's put her towards the end. But if she sees a target between now and then, definitely you have the drop on the target because you've got an arrow ready to go. That's what I'm trying to maybe clumsily try to simulate with that plus 50. It's like you're ready to shoot. Except no. Okay. Nyathanel, you are back here.
So her shadow is still probably, I would say, just motionless, right?
Yes.
Somewhere around where Tenya is. She'd like to do an acrobatics, and I guess it depends what she sees and depends what's going on, but she'd like to take a look inside what's happening behind that wall.
Okay.
So she'd like to choose the same hole that her double was flailing around in and didn't get shot.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the middle one. And do the same as her double did to get a look inside the room, and then depending on what she sees, she will either retreat or advance.
All right.
Does that make sense? So she wants to allow time to get out of that space if she wants to. So it's sort of hop up, have a look, and hop down, or hop in.
All right, cool.
So an acrobatic goes.
Yeah, what would be the... I'm not going to futz around with your counter. You and I know that she's moved up beside Tenya, and she's about to do that. So what in your head, what using her acrobatics, what's she kind of... How's she trying to kind of act?
She would run up and then use her hands to propel herself forwards, jump up on a ledge, push herself up so she can look, and then depending on what she sees, she may just come back down again, but she'd like to be back down before the round ends.
Okay.
Or I guess if she was encouraged, she might continue.
Right. So an acrobatics that, I mean, kind of what, I guess my question is what she kind of bouncing off or leveraging off or using to gain that height?
Well, she's very good at jumping. So, for instance, acrobatics jumping. She can do a 7-foot high running high jump if she wanted to, but she's going to use so she could do that, but she's probably going to use her hands to help her up rather than attempt that, because that means she can drop down more easily. She can do a 5.5 feet static high jump onto her feet, so she can jump quite high.
Okay, cool. Okay.
She can do a 13-foot running wall jump to reach a ledge.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Okay. So, which one of those do you think she'd do? What? And does she have anything in her hands currently?
No.
Okay.
And she wants to go. She's going to pick the middle one because, well, in actual fact, no. She'll take the left one. She's had her double stick the head through 2 of these before, and she hasn't been shot at. So she'll take the left one and have a quick look. Left
one being that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. And yeah, but what? Which one of those running type actions is she doing?
It all comes under acrobatics, doesn't it? So it'll be an acrobatics move.
I suppose it would, yes. Okay. I mean, it's not very high. She is very good at it. Yeah, look, it's a light maneuver. So her intention is basically just to haul her head and shoulders up enough to have a look in, and then, based on what she sees, go from there, correct?
Yeah, except a lot more fluid. That's why she's using acrobatics. So she's kind of jumping up onto, using her hands to leverage her way forward, lean, have a look, and probably release back down.
Sure. Okay. Cool. So give me it's a light roll. It's an all or nothing. She either kind of manages to get up and has a look around or doesn't. Give me a roll. It's a light roll. Give me a roll.
42.
4-2 plus something quite amazing, I'd imagine.
Yeah, she's pretty well trained. Plus 94.
There you go. 136. Wow. Nice work. So she manages to act with 120%, so she gets an additional 20% action this round. Do with it as you will. She definitely gets up. She definitely gets a look inside. And Graham, can you join me in chat room 1, please? Just to describe what's in there. Hello.
Oh.
Hello. Chat room 1. Go. And you can't see the map yet, but you're about to. Cool. Turn on camera. Right, so she runs up. I'm not going to move her counter. You can see, hopefully see the counter on screen. But she runs up. She basically, bounces off this rock wall, pulls up with her hand, and has a good peek inside. She won't be able to see much past this way because she is there's a box there, yeah. So.
Oh yeah, the intention is to lean forward, obviously, so she can see.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that. That would have been a harder maneuver.
Oh, what do you want to roll again?
No, you got 120. I'll give it to you. Okay, so she looks in and she does have a look through the crates. Risky. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens. Here we go.
Bearing in mind, this is exactly what her double's just been doing.
Sure. So peering inside, this is what Tanya Nathanel sees. She sees. Oops. She will see if I can maneuver this. I mean, that's not a bad field of vision there. She sees, first of all, a horrible statue there. She sees your former companion there, dead on the ground. Very dead on the ground. In fact, he's got an arm cut off. She sees. I should actually ask for a perception roll to give you all this information, but light's pretty good. You'd have to fuck this up pretty amazing to not get it.
68.
68. Yeah, not an amazing result, but not a failure, which is what I was after. So yes, she does get all this information. She sees an open door here. It takes it in a flash of a second. An open door here, what could be an archway down here, a closed door here, a man staggering this way with a trail of blood behind him here, and an arrow, a dagger stuck out of his arm. Someone here, you can't quite see them. A massive crates here. Off camera, you can't quite see them, but there's a flight of stairs up, and there's an open door. A massive set of open double doors here, and you can just make out three figures here. So you imagine you can see the stairs there. The stairs go up. They don't go up a long way. And then there's a big set of double doors. They are open. And standing in the open double doors are 3 people. It's a fraction of a second. You don't really get a chance to see them. You see this thing that you may or may not have already seen before. Can I show you? No, I can't. This person here. This huge guy here with a massive kind of double battle axe. This person here. Another person here with a bow. Someone else with a bow here and here. And you think you see 2 spears here and a door there. This is, you take that in like a fraction of a second's time. This person here definitely sees you and is starting to move towards you with the battle axe raised.
So she'll drop back.
Okay. Cool.
Can she speak?
She can. She can with 120%. We'll head back into the main channel. Hang on a sec. Bang. And back into the main channel. Go for it. You'd with the 20%, I'd give you not your usual 3 words, a bit more than 3 words. You know, not like 20 sentences, but a sentence. Call it 2 sentences. Go for it, and I'll join you back in chat room in the main channel.
Okay. Back.
So you guys, those that are watching, see Tanya leap up, have a look around, and then just drop back down.
Yep. And if I could say something, she will.
Sure. And hang on, I'll put the map on. Go for it, please. Sentences.
How many words do I get?
Call it 2 sentences. I mean, I'm not going to count every word, but you know, not a massive diatribe. But she did roll well. So yeah, you know, a sentence or 2.
She shouts, there are 13 of them in the main area, 1 injured. Bows, melee and missile weapons.
Cool.
Oh.
Here we go.
Definitely want to be jumping through this.
Next up. No. Back in here. Leif, you've moved there. Ah, damn it. There we go. This guy here moves up. He's kind of looking defensive, in a defensive posture, but he's not doing anything more. He's certainly not going forward, and kind of glances back over his shoulder at Leif, and he kind of gives you the, you know, what do we do now kind of nod to Leif. Any reaction? I'll give you a reaction there, Leif, if you want to respond.
Did Leif hear in the Ethanol's call?
Give me a perception roll. There's a lot of screaming. This will be a challenging roll to make. This is unmasked roll.
Unmasked? How's 89?
89's pretty good. Plus, what's his perception?
51.
140 negative. A good 20 because of the screaming. However, even with a negative 20 with the screaming, yeah, Leif, you heard that.
But Leif is going to let it show on his face. Because 13 people is too much, and he will say, and he speaks Thebronic, he will say, so that there are people near him, and here, there are 13 melee combatants through there.
Okay.
I suggest we withdraw. And he'll be looking at Yonton and the eager guy.
Okay, cool, thanks. That's part of his round gone, by the way. This guy here, yes, no, he just stands his ground, really. It's kind of, basically, he's looking this way, as perhaps you'd expect, but nothing more than that at this stage. This woman here, let's have a look. She is now moving a lot more freely, and she pushes her way. I wonder if I can do this. Let's see. There we go. Is this going to work? Yeah, there we go. And she pushes her way up here, and avoiding these crenellations, moves her way up to here, to basically where you are, Leif, and sticks her spear through at this person here. She has moved. Leif, you kind of more hear it than see it, but there's kind of a clack of polearms shafts, and she steps back. She didn't manage to connect with the person. Okay. Yonton. He necks this bottle behind you. Leif, or beside you, depending on how you're standing. And throws it to the ground. Bleeding. He's still bleeding pretty heavily. And just barks out a few words. Forward, get the bastards. Cut off my fucking ear. Actually, yeah, he says that, and he moves up here. Doesn't move. He's not standing in front of the crenellations. He's more like here. For those outside, you see this guy kind of scuttle up round over the edge of the arch and gets the other side and draws another dagger out of his sheath. Again, all hanging upside down. It's pretty weird to watch. He's still out of range of being seen from inside the cave. Etienne.
Well, again, he's not much he can really do. I think he would get on all fours. Immediately below one of those crenellations. And just remain there, basically, so if anyone wants to step on him, they can.
Okay, cool.
But keeping as... Obviously, he's quite low, but otherwise keep, sitting his time out.
Cool. Would be the target. Yeah. There's a... And Leif, you see an arrow fired at this woman from this gap here. And her shield saves her. The arrow just... and she clearly was using some of her... she was doing a shield parry, so using some of her attack to block. And the arrow just whacks into her shield. Doesn't hit her. Mithan, outside.
Mithan will... I think she... Sorry. She sees Tanya is... Yep, she's going to change her mind again and head through the gap.
Okay.
So through the walk. She can walk through, yeah.
Yes, she can. Cool. All right.
She's aware of these crenulations. I think it's safe to say that she would be being aware of that.
Yes.
They're under attack.
Yep.
See how far she can get.
Sure thing. I mean, that distance was... yeah, easy. 20 foot. I'll take her right up to the edge. It's getting very crowded in here.
She moves at 60 foot.
Yeah, sure.
65.
So she's easily inside. Let me just have a look. Can I find... There's my thumb. So I'll bring you in here. I don't know if we'll actually find a spot for you. There we go. Hey, look at that.
Perfect. Nice dropping.
So, please don't be limited by what we can see on screen. If you want her to go somewhere else in there, please tell me.
Cool. So she sees Severin on the ground.
Yes, so she sees the scene. I don't need to repeat it. You're already familiar with it.
She will call out again in Westron and South Tongue. The number, what Nathaniel's, the same words Nathaniel used.
Yep.
Emphasising that she thinks it's time to go. What does she see of that? How much does she notice through that crenulation? First one with this. It's the first one where the spear came from that struck Yonton.
In other words, is there a target?
Yeah, that's what. Sorry, is there? That's what I mean.
Yeah. So she walks for half her action. I'd say she could see this person. There's definitely a shield and spear facing you. I mean, they're not clearly they're not idiots, so they're peering on the edge. But there is a bit of a person. They would have a huge amount of cover, but there is a target.
She'll take the shot. I mean, she's keeping out of the spear range.
I fully understood that. Yep.
Yeah, she'll loose her bow.
Yep. So this person is kind of peering over the top of their shield and hiding behind the crates. They're not standing directly with our. But give me a shot. Make it a good one.
Oh, is 27 good enough?
It's not particularly good.
But it was also not a fumble. We'll just take it. What it is.
Wasn't a fumble. Yes, significant cover.
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
Thanks, Etienne.
Yep. Doesn't come close to hitting, I'm afraid, Pete. Just thwacks into her shield, and she the foe kind of steps out of the way.
Cool. Any movement left? So she was moving. She moved 20 out of her 65. Shot for 50, so she's probably got 15 left.
It's
good she moved behind some sort of cover. So move sort of step over Severin and move behind the wally statue bit.
Yep. So over here.
Yep.
Okay. Can I move you? Oh, please work. Yes. Look at that. Okay. Cool.
Is Severin within reaching distance of her there?
No, not quite. No, she's
not quite. Okay, she'll quietly call out to him.
Yep. As far as she can see, he's dead.
Yep. That's why she's calling out to him.
Okay.
But thank you.
Okay. Funny enough, it's Severin's turn next. Severin.
We'll reply to Mithan and say poison and stun down.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you. If Mithan can respond, she'll
3 words.
look puzzled, but say got okay, I got you. Well, good. No, that's too supportive. Okay.
Leif, your turn.
He will have another go at. He's going to try a charm roll on Yonton.
Okay.
He is wanting to say we are outnumbered, we are outmaneuvered, we are outpositioned. It's time for us to cut our losses and go.
Okay, give me a roll, please.
Uh, 32.
32. It's not masked. You can see what's going on here. What's your bonus, please?
33.
Plus 33. Yeah, look, Yonton, he really just doesn't respond to you. He's kind of puffing and blowing. You almost feel as though he's kind of psyching himself up for something.
Okay. Thanks. Leif will hold his position, but be prepared to, what was I saying? Opportunity attack, but more likely opportunity parry, missile parry, and cast deflection. Okay. And move, depending on how things go.
There's quite a lot in that, Pete. Let's limit that a bit.
It will just depend. It depends. If floor goes on fire, he will jump out of the way, sort of thing. You know.
Well, no. So give me one opportunity action that he's doing, please.
Defending himself.
You can't cover all your bases and say, if this happens and this happens, you know, what's he...
No, if he's attacked with a missile,
yep,
it will be deflections and shield parry, or missile parry, what it's called. If he's attacked by a melee weapon somehow, then it'll be parry.
Okay, cool, thank you. Okay... Chappy, no. Pairing. So, you see from here, Pete, that the figure that was here has moved around and they've taken a stab with a very long, it's not a spear, it's a bardiche, basically a spear with an axe on the end, and with a big spiky pole on it, and tries to skewer this person here who easily darts out of the way, doesn't take a shot on him. 5. Okay. Chap outside is still screaming. Tarquin, what do you do, please? Do we need to go into a separate chat room? Do you... Yeah, what are your actions? Do you try what you're trying to do again?
Yeah, it's going to be the same, but this time I'm just going to snap roll.
Okay. Good, go for it. Good luck.
Oh, I need to... Yeah, 92.
92, there you go. Negative 30 for a snap roll. Spell goes off. That might have been quite an important roll. Nice one. Cool. 25% to act. Anything else that Tarquin's doing?
Well, all I'll do is glance up the hill, and again, I want to know how close are the people I think are coming towards my sleeping charges.
Okay, so maybe we should have gone. Maybe we should have gone into chat room. Okay, that's all right. Give me a.
Well, everyone knows I'm looking after the charges. So.
Yeah, you do. Give me a okay. Give me a roll, please, for perception.
$85.
85 masked. Okay, and its perception is...
No, it shouldn't be masked, should it? I know they're coming. Sorry, everyone else needs to stop listening. So I know exactly what I'm looking for. And
True.
doing-
Good. Yeah, good point. So into your channel, Tarquin. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'll say nothing else.
Yeah, that's all right. Coming. Cool. With you down. All right. Thank you, Tarquin. Neathanol, just where you were a few seconds ago, there's a big meaty kind of chop from what might have been an axe, and bits of the crate kind of splinter a bit.
Oh, can Tanya respond to that, or?
No, she doesn't see anybody. She just sees an axe.
But can she? Oh, okay.
So you don't see a person, but there's a jolly great big thwack where Neathanol just was. Okay. Demos. You've safely dragged Askell out of cover. He is here, along with Grey. What are you doing, please?
Did you say Grey?
I said Demos.
Oh, Demos. Yeah, so they've got Askell that far. They want to... Demos and Grey will... talking agreed that they will get carry Askell to Auckland and later.
Okay. Okay, so you as the player have just learnt something that you weren't supposed to learn, just in Tarquin's previous turn. I guess what I'm asking you to do is play honestly and tell you, is that what they would do? Or your call. But I would just encourage you to not meta game now that your players know something that your characters don't know.
Yeah. So their intent was always to drag Askell back to safekeeping, I guess.
Okay.
And all they know is that Tarquin was there looking at us. They don't know what's wrong with Askell because they're not healers of any sort. So.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool. No, cool.
I would keep doing it.
All good. Just checking because we should. Giles and I should have popped into chat room one, but that's all good. Okay, cool. Done.
Just keep carrying. Don't need to roll.
Look, just a roll to get him out. He's not massively heavy. He's not massively light either. So it will take some time, even between the two of you. And I know that Demos is very, very strong, but it will take a few minutes, not like 20 or anything, but call it 4 or 5 minutes to drag him down. Maybe a bit.
Yep.
Actually, maybe a bit longer. It's a number of minutes to take him down. Okay, so those three characters start. 3 of them heading off down the coast.
Can I just, irrespective of that, would they? Just wondering, would they communicate at all, or?
No. So. Okay. Sorry. Moving on.
Chris, I think it's a fair question in as far as would anyone have the capacity to communicate with Tarquin or Askell or anyone who is more separated? Because They don't look that separated by distance, but maybe they are by sound because of the rain, time. I think it's a fair question Steve's asking.
Well, Anthony's controlling these characters, and he said that they're heading off down towards Tarquin. So
obviously Eskel's out. Demos would
but
just be talking about Grey about his muscles and vice versa. That's about it.
Cool. Okay, jolly good. In terms of Tarquin being involved, Tarquin is not able to hear at this stage. I mean, he probably, I suppose, from Tarquin's perspective, he's probably hearing screams from down the other end. Pretty horrific screams, to be honest, from down the other end of the beach. But they are, you're some way like.
No, I hear you, Chris. That's bread and butter. He's going to guard his charges. That's what he's been asked to do.
Yeah. Cool.
It's going to take a lot more than a couple of yells to move him.
Yeah, so just to give you a sense, that's 230 foot away, so you can certainly hear screaming, but it's quite distant, and yes, with rain and thunder and blah 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 blah. Cool.
Long way.
Yeah, well, a decent way away, yes. Okay, the chappie inside here, can I find him? Yes, this guy here moves up. How's he feeling, actually? Not too bad. Too bad. Moves up and basically keeps his back up against. Can I move his counter? Yes, I can. Keeps his back up against this this wall. So up against the crates, so he's basically almost like flat. His back is flat up against the crates, with his shield and spear ready, and watching his companions here, his boss Yonton, and then this person here. Also giving enough room for this guy to maneuver as well. He doesn't want to hem him in. And then lastly, Grey, last to act, you're heading down the beach with your friends. That is the end of the rounds. Initiative for next round. Any changes to initiative? Does anybody have an arrow on the string?
Yeah, Tanya.
Sorry, Graham. She didn't move. Yep. Sorry, we should have gone back to her. What does she do this round?
If possible, she'd like to. Well, first of all, did she notice Grey and Demos walk off?
Not. I'm going to say not especially. She saw them carrying
That's fine.
Carrying Demos's Askel's body, but no,
Okay.
not especially. No.
So if she can, if she stood on Etienne's back, could she fire through the hole?
Yeah, she could.
So she could. She wants to kind of push herself up with her bow. If she sees a fire on it, but allowing enough time to then drop back again. That makes sense.
Yeah, cool. Look, it's a distance of nothing. 5 foot away, so she steps toward it in for free. What I am going to ask is like a routine maneuver, just to her boots are covered in water and it's stressful and blah blah blah. I just want the most basic of maneuvers. Just give me an easy maneuver for her to step up on his back. This is the second easiest roll in the game.
64.
64 with her agility of.
Agility plus 35.
35. Cool. Yes, complete success. So she steps up. I mean, I'm not going to argue, quibble the case too much to say is that too short a space for a longbow? Let's say, for argument's sake, she can do that. Let's just do this and go. You ready? Oops.
Yeah.
Wrong way.
Floor haberdasheries, please.
Yeah, exactly. Are you being served? So she sees 2 targets. She sees 2 bowmen. They are kind of glancing at this stage, kind of down towards this area. She probably doesn't see quite that amount. She is, yeah, that's what she sees. This guy and this guy. They currently have their backs to her.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Let's shoot one, please.
Any preference?
The nearest one.
That one? Done. So it's kind of glancing to and fro, back towards where you are, but at this very second, he is facing this way. His back's to you. Make a back attack, please.
68.
It's not very nice, shooting somebody in their back.
Well, they've not been friendly, to be fair. I'm not picking up good vibes. So it's 116.
Sorry, what was the roll again?
68 plus 116.
Done. And that is a rear attack.
Oh, plus 10. Plus 10.
Don't forget the plus. Hey, it all adds up. That is a ludicrous 204 that you do in terms of damage. 204 minus 150 is 54. What's he wearing? He's wearing AT11. Let's see how much additional damage you do. You're using a longbow against AT11. Oh shit. What about 3? Oh my goodness, this is going to be messy. 23 plus 18. That is a utterly colossal 41 hits in an E-puncture, and you do him a... Here's my old rulebook when I need it. There we go. You do him a...
The service?
The service, you do. An E and an A. Roll the E first, please.
$78.
78's gonna hurt. There's a scream as you shoot him in the arm. You do another 10 hits, and yeah, he's badly injured in his weapon arm, in his right arm. And the A crit, just give me 1 second to set it up. Just takes me a second or two to do this. Hits an A puncture. Whoops. A puncture. Roll the A critical, please. Make it a good one.
66.
66. I haven't read that out yet, but 66 in this game is typically or 66. The rule designers, when they came up with this game, they didn't like the number 66. What happens? It was an A crit. Strike through foe's shield shoulder. Yes. So how did this work? Maybe it was a ricochet. So first the arrow goes through his right arm. Maybe it's just a bizarre shot, and then somehow it injures. Maybe he stumbles perhaps and smashes onto his shield shoulder. You don't think he's got working arms, Tanya. Add plus 10 to your next attack, and he is in a very, 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 very bad way.
Cool. Sorry, was there any more hits I needed to record then?
There was not.
No.
Okay. That is the end of the round.
She'll obviously drop down. But...
Duck down, sure. Does anybody else have a a bonus to initiative I should be aware of. Oh, going once, going twice. Oh, okay. We're off. Oh, damn it, I didn't take 10 years off, so I'm afraid 10 year we're going to have you act later in the round, unfortunately. Nice shooting. Oops, let's do it this way. What happens? Yeah, this guy here doesn't make any moves forwards or backwards. He just kind of stands where he is, kind of watching whoever's through here. Okay. And yep. And all of a sudden, you guys don't see what it is, but all of a sudden, flames just leap up here and engulf, firstly, your companion here, and then Yonton, and then, oops. There we go, that's better. This whole area down here is just engulfed in flame. And Nicholas, on your turn, I'm going to ask you to make a absolutely critical roll to jump out of the way. You did say you were staying out of the liquids, the oil that you correctly identified it was on the ground. It'll come to your turn. Unfortunately, this guy here just immediately goes up. The oil catches almost instantly, or whatever the liquid is, and he starts to burn. Pretty much as you can see on screen. I just need to roll an attack on him. Oh, do we hit him? It's coming. Yeah, whoosh. Severin, even where you are, you feel this gout of flame. It's not quite singy, but you certainly feel the hot air. Mithan, you're also a bit warm from where you are as well. Yeah, he goes up like a torch. He's on fire. He's literally on flames. Yonton, same thing for him. The speed at which this catches and rips down here is pretty terrifying. However, Yonton acts in the nick of time. He does get singed, but he was actually maybe it was your warning from earlier on, Pete. Leif. You don't know what it is, but in the nick of time, he's definitely injured, and there's still parts of him which are on fire, but he manages to jump out of the flames. It is. Oops. It is Ethel's turn.
Right. I guess. Hasn't got any.
Jim's going to know the beer while you're thinking about it.
Well, I mean, we've got to go, and we're just running short of people now, aren't we? I mean, Nathan doesn't know that, but
I'll check to see what else registers. I mean, the light might, that's a lot of illumination.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, we've got to leave, haven't we?
Oh, I think so.
It's getting pathetic. It's just one thing after another, isn't it? Really.
It's one thing after another.
Right. So has Nathan seen the flames? I think you're on mute.
Heard certainly sees it reflecting. Yes, she's probably aware of flames.
Alright, well, she'll go for the gap then. She'll draw a sword and go and investigate, and I guess go to the entrance and just look in and see what's going on. Avoiding all that shit. Yeah. She's aware of the meat cleavers in there, so she's not going to walk in. She's just going to go in and observe. And if she has the opportunity, she might just try and drag Severin out there.
Okay. So what you see is sheer horror inside. It's a charnel house. There's a dead body, two dead bodies on the ground, one of your companions and somebody else. Severin is lying on the ground. There is this wall of flame as described. Yonton's on fire. We'll discover in a second whether this guy got caught up in it too, and whether Leif escapes with his life as well. This person here is not looking good. So she goes up, weapon drawn. Severin was lying, kind of here. If she kind of got down and crawled or moved partway through the gap, she could probably reach out and grab Severin.
Wouldn't she delay the rest of her round, her action? And really, she just wants to just see if Leif gets out of the way of what's just happened. If she can see that calamity, if Leif does, then she will go drag Severin out.
Okay. So based on what action Leif does.
Whatever happened with Leif, yeah.
Got it. Thank you. Okay. Right, he's having a very bad day. No. Great. you came out of lost initiative last time. Anything else you're doing other than continuing to trot down the beach carrying Askell's inert form?
No, I don't think so. The key focus will just be carrying Askell, obviously hitting some hits per round as well. So he's probably thinking, out, I'm still hurting.
Yes.
From that acid. So, yeah.
It's only admittedly it's only one hit per round, but yes, he is still like he can smell his flesh cooking. Okay, cool. All right. Stop. Tarquin, to you, sir.
So this time, Chris, I think I'm just gonna immediately cast the second. So I've cast night vision and that's worked, and now I want to cast.
I thought you were casting darkness first and then night vision.
No, I cast darkness first. Yeah, I want to cast night vision this time.
I got it. Cool. Cool. And
yeah, no, you're really right.
Yep. And no prep.
No, I'm just gonna cast it. Yep.
Good luck. What's the result?
The result is 21.
21. 21 minus 30 plus 8 is -1. That's a spell failure. I'm sorry, Tarquin.
That's all right.
Give me a roll, please. Really hope you don't pass out. Oh, no.
Sorry.
All good. 35. Okay, not so... Okay. Strain causes caster to lose spell, but not the spell points. Pretty much the same result as last round. You're lucky.
Yep.
Not to frighten you, of course, but admittedly you'd have to roll a 95 plus a 95 plus a 95. But you could get nervous disorder. Caster is stunned for 12 rounds and loses the ability to throw or attempted spell. It may be relearned after 1 year. Caster suffers a severe stroke and falls into a 3-month coma.
I also have 2 colleagues I need to protect. So
yeah, man. No. This is.
I'll weigh out the risks and benefits.
No, totally. This is what this game is about.
Absolutely. Risks and benefits. So I'll take the hit.
Risk and rewards. Well, actually, 3 companions because there's poor Keros's dead body as well. So yes, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
You have 20. So the spell didn't go off as planned.
Right.
They're now about 20 seconds away. Sorry, not they. There's only one of them.
We can have this conversation here, can we, Chris?
I guess we can right now. Yep. What do you do?
How much of my prep have I got left?
You've got 25%.
Is that enough to knock an arrow?
No.
Right. In which case, I'm gonna save everything so I can prep for next round, or I want to do everything I can to prep for another spell.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. It's getting a wee bit tense down the other end of the beach, and no other character knows about it. Hang on.
Right.
No other character knows about it. Dun, dun, dun. This woman here was far enough away to avoid the flames. She reaches over and grabs her boss, Yonton, and kind of drags him. He's still kind of smoking and smouldering, and kind of drags him this way a little bit. Okay. And around this time, can you describe, Leif? Where were you standing?
He was standing right on the oil.
Yeah, I know that. Yep.
Yep. What more do you? He was. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah. Describe where and how he was standing. I know he's not directly on the oil. Yes, I do know that.
He was facing the gap, facing Yonton and the other ones.
Yes.
He was, I would say, to be fair, in the middle of that square paving stone.
Okay, cool. He takes an arrow at him.
Yeah.
Any chance of deflections or missile parry?
Yeah, I'd give you both.
Cool. He'll cast deflections, please.
You did say you've been preparing deflections all the way along, so absolutely. First off, do the spell, see if it works. Six. Failure, I believe, is just a 1 or a 2.
I believe so. It's an instantaneous spell, so it doesn't need prep.
It doesn't need prep, correct. Yes, it's just a 1 or a 2, correct.
Whew. So, yay. Yep, so 100 off the attack plus his DB plus 10 from his combat spell.
One second, please. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm just reminding myself.
That's right. So a shot from the gap, from in here at you. So negative. Oh. Your attacker rolled a 95.
He
did roll a 95. You rolled a 77 on top of the 95. So, Leif, your DB is 19. You have a shield of 20. You have a defections of 100.
Yep.
Was that it?
No, plus 10 for his combat spell.
Correct.
Plus 10 to his DB, and he was wanting to do the missile parry.
Okay, so that means basically a percentage of his OB can go to his. He does have a shield, doesn't he?
He absolutely does have a shield.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So what percentage of? Yep.
He is planning on splitting his parry. So, and he's not actually. I mean, this was not looking like a combat situation. So he wasn't. Obviously, that's not right. 113 divided by 2. So he put 56. So half of his OB towards it. 57.
Okay. So so he's using his shield to block the arrows that comes through. It was that last bit, Leif, that's potentially saved your life. Without that parry, even with deflections of negative 100, he would have been getting an 18 D puncture.
Oh. Yeah. But instead?
Hang on.
Lucky, mate. Lucky. Good and lucky.
Well, not over yet.
Whack! The arrow just is quivering in the shield, like it's right between where his eyes would have been. Had he not parried, he would have taken that head. A good archer, followed by a 95, followed by a 77, even with negative 100.
That's crazy.
You were lucky.
That is lucky. I'll take that lucky comment, Giles. Thank you. Yeah. Lucky was brown pants. Yeah.
Leif, it is your turn. So actually, probably this happened within split seconds of themselves. The archer fired at you. You did say you stepped away from the flames, so you're not standing in them. You do still have oil on your feet. Could you give me a medium maneuver to basically just step back as the rush of flames comes towards you? This is based on your moving and armor skill or your agility. All or nothing roll.
Oh. 87 plus 12.
87 plus 12 is a 99. Leif, you have... Just triple check this. Leif, you've got an 80% chance of avoiding the flames. 80 or under and you're good. 80 and over, you got a problem.
Oh, phew. 76.
You're fine. So, in a matter of a few seconds, probably almost instantaneously, just you kind of probably the flames leapt up at you with their warm embrace. First off, you just managed to avoid them, and then just as you are overcoming that hazard, something, you don't know what it was, but something just triggered you to glance towards this gap, and an archer is taking a bead on you with your death at the end of their arrow point. They loose it with an incredibly accurate roll, an incredibly accurate shot, and just in the nick of time you bring up your shield, and it smacks into your shield, and it potentially saves your life.
I'm very relieved.
Time for a... Moving on.
Oh, does he have any movement left?
No, that's him done, Pete.
Okay, sure.
Whoops, Daisy,
Can the ethanol go now?
Sorry?
Can the ethanol go now?
Can the ethanol go now?
'Cause she was waiting for Leif's move.
Yep, yes. Yep.
I mean, you know, there was quite a lot to take in there, but it looks like Leif is incredibly avoided calamity on two fronts. So she will crawl forward, get hold of Severin and give him a good tug.
Okay. Leif, now, that's a good point. If Severin floats, we all float down here. If Severin is floating, would he have floated to the roof?
No, you don't rise, do you? You defy gravity, right?
Yeah. Right. Okay, alright. Okay, so you grab him and suddenly Neathanol, Severin, who's not a tall man at all, but a very, very stocky man, weighs nothing. What do you do?
Brilliant. Tie him out. And say to Leif as you're going out, let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay. So there's a bit of finagling to move Severin out of the gap. Severin, just as a heads up, you dropped your swords, of course, when you got hit. And probably your helm is useless. I think fair to say your helm is useless after that blow. So
alright, well, Severin will say sword to Tanya, to Neathanol.
Okay.
Pick sword up. If he's aware that he's being dragged, he'll say pick. Obviously, sword is his most precious thing, so.
Yep. Okay.
So if she notices a sword and she hears Severin, she'll pick up the sword.
Alright. Okay, cool. Grabs the sword. Cool. And by the end of this round, Neathanol, you pull Severin out through the gap. Outside. This person here, above the gap, now visible, very carefully kind of peers over the edge, darts down, and again, from up above, just launches a dagger down and somehow into the cave. Not somehow, you know how he does it. Target would be... Yeah, there we go. Doesn't get flanked this time, not such a great roll, but still a decent shot. And yet again, there's this person, this sneaky person that your companions have, seems to know his business pretty well. There's a pretty horrible splat noise, and somebody screams inside. The spearman inside the man rather than the woman is helping to drag Yonton out along with his companion. Kind of a rush towards the gap, and Leif is currently losing. Etienne, you are here. You've just seen Neathanol creep up. Someone's just been standing on your back a second or two ago, and looking through the gap. I'm just assuming he's looking that way. Suddenly there's just a massive flame from inside.
Right. Has he seen the ethanol come back out?
In the process of.
Okay. Well, I think he'll probably. I think he's probably. If he sees Severin coming back out on his back, I think, in the flames. I think he'll delay his action until the end of the round. He's not sure whether he should be fleeing or not. So he's going to see whether people are actually fleeing or not.
Okay.
And whether he needs to retreat, or he's not quite. He's happy to take. Take some direction. He doesn't really know what's going on.
Sure. Mithan.
Mithan would like to keep out of the spear person's reach.
Yep.
She was behind that
statue, yes.
Statue orbit.
Yep.
She would like to, if possible, and if she can do this, she'll follow on from Neathanol and Severin.
Yep.
And she'd want to touch Severin, and she'd want to cast a spell. So she could do her movement in her 25%, which is 16 foot.
Yep. It's all getting. No, I'm going to say Severin's probably out of your reach by the time it's Mithan's turn.
Oh, what I mean is she can move 6. How far did he go? Is he within 16 foot of her?
Yeah, but there's other people moving towards the exit before you. So these people are moving out. No, I'm sorry, Pete. There's a bit of a traffic jam with these guys and this guy who are beating a retreat, finally, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
And you're behind them. I'm going to say you don't have access to Severin.
Yep, sure. She'll join the queue.
Okay.
No, actually, she'll stay behind cover, and so she can. Once they are cleared, she'll be able to move out like next round, won't she?
It depends what happens, but potentially yes.
Yeah, but at the moment she has got much better cover from any missile fire. Correct.
Behind that stone statue, for sure.
Yeah. Sorry. What I'm meaning is, to the right of the stone statue, there's a gap, isn't there?
Very
between
narrow.
That and the bottom.
Very narrow one, yes.
That she slipped through before.
Correct. But narrow enough for her to go through.
Perfect. That's what she'll do. So she will just. She'll reload her bow in the meantime. If she can't get out, people are in the way, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Yep. She'll reload, and it takes 75 years. So she'll just reload her bow and have it ready for next round.
Done. Cool. Thank you.
Oh yes, so she will take an opportunity shot against people next round if she can have any options for the.
That's next round, Pete.
Yep. Yep.
The guy outside on the ground is just screaming his head off still. Demos. Anything else you're doing other than walking down the beach?
What's our how far are we trapped?
I mean, not as I said. It's going to take you several minutes to carry Askel's body down. So you're some way down. You're walking down.
Okay.
Anything else you're doing? I guess is probably my question. Anything I should be aware of?
No, I mean, it's walking. I guess. Even scanning and looking around, maybe.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Alrighty. And All right. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's good. Severin, anything you're saying is about the only thing you can do?
Just well, no, I mean, there's not much to say really. I mean, he'll. I guess if he can call to Tanya and Etienne, he'd say we're retreating. If he's moved that far out, he's presumably right by them.
Okay. Yeah, you can say it. Yep.
Yeah, he'll say retreat. We're retreating. He'll
Okay.
say in Westron.
Okay, cool. Done. That is the end of an interesting round. Initiative for next round. Rolling initiative. Any changes to initiative I should be aware of? I'm going to take your 50 off, Tanya, because the angle that you're at now. If someone, to put it this way, if someone comes through here, you can see them, and I would give you definitely the drop on them. But the position that you're at, unless anybody suddenly arrives kind of here where I'm moving the cursor, you don't have the drop on them, despite having an arrow on their string. Does that kind of make sense?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'll just keep it in case someone decides to lean over. I don't know why they do that, but if they do, then
Yep, done.
they lean over the parapet. Then
Great. Thank you. Bithan does.
Yes, she intends to. Yeah, so she'll have an initiative on anyone up until her turn and to shoot, and then she intends to move.
Okay. Cool. So rolling initiative done. Funny enough, Mithan, you are next, so you are doing exactly that. You're waiting for a potential target. And I'll tell you if one appears. 28. Okay. Dagger on it. Unfortunately, your companion, who is on flames. Let's see what happens to him. Yeah. Yeah, not great. Oh. Yeah, another 15 hits. He's growing up like a like a pyre basically. He is not good. He's burning alive, and Leif, Severin, Mithan, the smell of crisping human flesh, and his utterly horrendous screams are going to haunt your nightmares for quite some time. He's just floundering. He's kind of semi-collapsed where he is. Yathanel. You've got Severin. You've pulled him out of the cave. You pulled him out. Where are you aiming to go, please?
well, now she's presumably moving quite speedily. She will pull him right out of the harm's way along, along to the left of the screen.
So her route of travel is along here?
Straight out, yeah.
Straight out?
Hugging the cliff as far as possible, keeping low, pulling Severin.
Along here?
Yeah, keeping low along there and then ducking around the corner.
Cool. All right. As you get to here, somebody tries to shoot you in the back with a crossbow.
Okay. Just to be, obviously, I've still got a copy of me standing out in the middle of nowhere, but that's all right, is it?
Yep. As I mentioned, yeah. Yes, it's fine. Absolutely fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I've seen several fake people run around for a while. Shot in your back, I'm afraid, Neathanol.
I only asked because obviously one of the fake people was Neathanol. But anyway. It's a copy of the fake one.
Don't get your shields, and I'd say if you're pulling Severin. Yep. So it's not an amazing attack on you. You get partial DB. I've reduced it because you're pulling Severin along. He doesn't weigh a lot, but you're basically you can't jump out of the way because you also didn't see the attack coming. That's 12 and a C puncture on you, Neathanol. I'm going to roll the C in public. Here's the C coming at you. Exclamation mark R space D 100. 88. Strike the back of foe's head. If foe has no helm, dies. If foe has a helm, 6 hits, and 2 is down for 2 rounds. Does Neathanol have a helm?
He does, yeah.
Hang on, she's a mentalist.
Yeah, and this is the issue, right? Because she does have a helm, so she takes it off. She should be taken off to cast. When she's in combat, she puts it on.
Oh, hang on. No. You can't cast a spell being a mentalist user.
No, not with a helmet on, no.
I was not aware of that. The whole point of the limitation on a mentalist is you can't wear a helm.
When you're casting, no. I mean, she's had one since day one.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't aware of that. So, your character, I am going to say every round she casts a spell, she has negative 20% to take off her helm and then put it back on.
Okay.
Otherwise, that is, we haven't played that before, Graham, and that really is gaming it, because there's been no mention of her taking off a helm to cast a mentalist spell before.
No, I understand. Yeah.
Yep. So what I'm gonna say is she is unconscious. So she is down, and she is so if foe has no helm, plus 6 hits. So you take another 6 hits, and I'm gonna say she's unconscious. She's out. She's out of the fight. Wallop.
Down. Did you call it?
No, she is unconscious.
Down and out.
Down and out. Down and out.
How long?
Down. You don't know. Down and out. Yeah. So please, in future, when she casts a spell, and I don't know how many spells she's cast, when she casts a spell, that round, she must spend 20% of her action taking off the helmet, casting the spell, putting the helmet back on. I think it used to be generous on that. So yeah, she is unconscious. And that was another 6 hits on top of that. Wallop, crunch, back in the head, and unfortunately, the ethanol goes down. And Severin is is floating. Oops. Is floating kind of quite eerily next to her. 21 dying. 18 no. Spear nope. This woman, by the way, is screaming, but screaming a little bit less. 6. No, he's doing nothing. 5. The same one that shot at you last time, Leif, takes a shot at you. You are still in the same position that you were last round.
No, he's not. Because they shot him when he was standing in the flame position, and now he jumped out of the way.
Yeah, no, no, same position. So same area. He didn't move markedly from that.
It is different. It's right. It's different.
Oops. Hey Giles, can you pop yourself on mute, please? Hello. So no, he jumped out of the way of the flames, but that was like that was a jump of a few feet to avoid the flames.
True, but then he moved up. But didn't I asked if he could move up afterwards? Because he'd only used his round to jump out of the way and used 50% for shield parry, so he still had 50% of movement.
I didn't hear him say he was moving.
Oh no, I did say he was moving, and you said no, he can't. But I would say that I do think that he had percentage to move. That was my intention, and I did say it then. And, I asked, can he still move? And you said no at the time. But I think he certainly had percentage too. He had 40% movement, 10 for the spell of shield parry, 10 for deflections, and then he used 50% of his action to shield of his OB for shield parry. But yeah. By the way,
I'm on OCD. He was totally right.
Could someone just message Giles? It might be good for him to jump on mute, please, if that's possible.
Otherwise, if he hasn't moved, and that's cool, can he still do deflections and shield parry?
I didn't hear you say he moved. I just didn't hear it, Pete. I'm sorry.
Oh, you did respond. Cool. No worries. You're cool. But yeah, can he do deflections and shield parry this time too? He's not unaware of being shot at.
No, sure. We definitely talked about M.E.R.P wanting to join the queue to get out. I don't remember discussing that with.
During Leif's turn, when he because Leif's turn came straight after the flames.
Yep.
And he had done deflections and shield parry for half his OB for that turn against that shot. He still had 40% to act, and I said, can he move? And you said, no, he can't.
Okay, cool.
But no biggie. It's.
Yep. So roll the deflections, please.
Yep. Cool. $34.
34. The spell is successful.
Yay! And he will do the same amount of parry, the same idea, figuring he might have to parry again.
Okay.
So he'll use half his OB.
And sec. Yep. Yeah. So 100, and you do get your 10 from Etienne.
Thank you. Oh no, 10 from his combat spell. Yep.
Yeah, and actually 10 from Etienne too. So this time nowhere near as good a shot from the archer through the gap, and Leif deflects it easily.
Thank you very much. Cool.
Speaking of Leif, it is Leif's turn next. These 3 people, the 2 spear people, and Yonton are in the process of pushing their way through. By the end of this round, they will be out. What does Leif want to do?
Leif would want to be on guard to use the rest of his. When it's against a missile, what do we call that? Shield parry?
Shield parry, yeah.
Yep. He's aware that there still might be archers in the gaps. He'll join the back of the queue, so move to where he can exit to, and he'll get as far through the exit as possible, avoiding the spear people and being shield parry as he goes.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool, so she's moving through. Etienne, anything from you?
Well, I'll attempt to move away, so I expect he's just noticed Tanya's been shot. So, I mean, he'll move down the front of the...
Well, you're cool. I mean, is he facing this way, or I would have said he was facing this way, but it's your character.
I don't know. He'll move away to the quickest way out to where that girl's screaming.
Okay.
He'll back out. He's not stupid, so he can't move that quickly. So he'll keep his shield up and stumble away as best he can.
All right. Hang on. Just trying to find him. So he's still stunned. Could you just, he's bleary. He's not feeling great from the acid blast. Could you give me a roll just to see if he can? Oh no, he can walk. He's not having to make any maneuvers. He can walk, keeping his shield up and moving around the corner. He gets to there. He gets to.
Can he duck around the corner?
Yeah. Just give me a second. He moves around to there. There we go. Next up. Great. Heading down the beach.
No, nothing further if they're still going, just probably talking about how he's still burning a bit with Demos, but otherwise just encouraging each other.
Cool. At this point, just as the two spear people are basically as they're getting Yonton out of the gap, Yonton collapses. Okay, reloading. Nothing from Demos, I'm assuming. Tarquin. Hello, Tarquin. Long time coming, I'm afraid.
It's all good. I want a snapcast.
Snapcast. Give me a roll.
Okay. Fucker. 9.
9. Not having great luck. Negative 30. Plus 8 is still a failure. Roll again, please.
I'm sorry.
Six. Moderate mental lap causes caster an ineffectual spell.
It's okay, Chris. You just say, I suck. That's what it actually amounts to.
Bugger!
He is shit.
Rubbish luck, as Pete says. Remaining 25% of your action.
Yeah, it's bullshit. There's nothing useful to do with it, I don't think. There's no perception. I mean, he will knock his bow as far as he can, but I think that's a 50% action.
Yeah.
And so there's nothing he can do.
I'm really sorry, Tarquin, but some other bad news for you. This happened when you were away. You jumped into the ocean, swimming underwater. You were carrying your short bow. Great, no problem. But you also had your arrows and a quiver. And arrows in the water don't mix too well. And as a result, 18 of your arrows have floated off. You have 6 arrows remaining.
Okay, so why would have Tarquin not noticed this before now?
He did, and I told the player that was playing your character 3 weeks ago, but I'm sorry, you weren't told. That message wasn't passed on.
I'll accept that, thanks.
To be fair, I think we were told after he'd been in the water.
It's okay.
Yep.
Okay, I haven't got
I don't think you said what about his arrows? You told us after he'd been in the water that his arrows were float away.
Okay, I'm good with that. I'm good with it.
So we're clear.
Cool. All right. Anything else you're doing, Tarquin? With your 25%, just to double check. Nope. Alrighty.
No, and I think there is nothing else I can do, so it's a helpful question, but not one I'm going to answer. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Tanya. What do you do?
So she will back away. She has her bow out. If she sees a target, she has a +10 apparently from last round. She has another +10 from Etienne. She will back away as quick as she can, while being safely, but she doesn't want to turn her back on the goings on. And will, if she sees a target, will engage that target. If not, she will go back beyond Severin and Neathanol and take up position on that rock with her bow pointing back to cover people as they emerge. So she will keep her bow on those gaps in it.
Okay, so from that position there, she can certainly see a flaming hellscape through here. That gap there, and certainly that gap there. She is impeded from seeing. Maybe. No, maybe she's not. No. With a lean around the corner. No, she can. She can cover that there, that there, that there, and then through there.
Yep. Not worried about where people are coming out, but those 3 gaps. So so she just wants, as they're coming out, she just wants to. And if she sees a target, she'll take it for next round.
Cool. Done. Thank you. Speaking of targets, Mithan, you see the person at that first that you've already taken a shot at, kind of cautiously peep round. They have they're keeping in cover. It's a substantial negative that they, it's a substantial amount of cover they have. You can take a shot if you wish.
Sorry, and is it Mithan's? Oh.
Mithan had the advantage because she had an arrow on the string at the beginning of the turn.
Cool. She'll take it.
Done.
Thank you. What she would do, remove the threat. 22.
22. Done. Pretty much the same result as last time. The arrow whacks into the crate, and she misses, I'm afraid.
No worries, thank you.
Cool. Severin, you were being floated. You are currently just kind of wafting around in the breeze here. Your erstwhile saviour, Neathanol, has just yelled or screamed or something and has collapsed beside you. What do you do, if anything?
I can't do anything, no.
You can speak.
I'll say to Tanya, who's presumably right by me, in a low voice that only Tanya can hear, Tanya, I'm alive, I'm floating. So I can be moved once coast is clear.
Okay, cool. All right. This.
By the way,
these two people are starting to move out this round and taking the cues from others and are beginning to head down the beach. Sorry, what was that?
Nathanel's twin is also laid out.
Oh, it's gone. Yes, it would have been. Yes.
Gone or laid out? Because it echoes whatever she does.
As long as she's conscious, for sure. But if she's unconscious, it's gone. It's been dispelled. That is the end of the rounds.
Oh, sorry. Did Methane get a chance to move, or are the people blocking the way still? So we took 50% to fire.
Yep. Yeah, probably next round, but because Yonton collapsed kind of mid-gap, you thought you'd be fine to get out, but actually you probably need to wait until next round to get out. It should be clear after that.
Can I just say then Leif would want to go and get more cover behind the statue with Methane. He doesn't like being shot at, so he had a little bit of movement left.
Did he?
Yeah, he did, because he was basically, he had to move 10 after shield parrying and deflections. He had 40% movement,
that's right,
and he only moved a little bit.
Yep.
So he was thinking he was going to be able to get out.
Yes.
But instead of that, he would go behind the statue.
Got it. Cool. Done. Great. No one has any effects on initiative this round, I don't think.
Anya has got her bow trained on.
Yes, she does. Yes, she absolutely does. Sorry, question. It's 10 to 10. Do we want one more round, or do we want to leave it there, guys?
My preference would be to leave it there.
Okay. Others?
Happy to do either.
I don't mind.
Regroup.
Yep. Well, I guess,
guys.
Askell, if you're out of commission at the moment, with 3 characters that are heading down the beach, would you be comfortable if Pete and Graham play on?
Yeah, definitely. Great idea.
Okay, cool. All right.
Hi, Alex.
Giles, how are you, mate?
Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, we can. You just faint, Giles?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Giles.
Yeah, no. So I'm keen to do one more round. But,
you are?
PS3 rooms.
Okay.
Pretty chill. But
okay.
Get the spell cast, right?
That was Giles' rubbish luck, mate. Absolutely rubbish luck. All right. So last.
I'm good with a bit of chill and car. I don't see anything wrong with that at all.
Okay. Hang on. I just need to put in 50 for Mytham for initiative. There she goes. 50. There we go.
Sorry. Not Methane. No.
Tanya.
Not Methane for
Thank
initiative.
you. Tanya. Thank you. Just coming. There you go. Boom. There we go. Last round of the night, guys. Rolling initiative. And we're away. Anthony, are you off, mate? Just to check before we go.
Yeah. I'll boot.
Okay, cool. Catch you.
Well, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday, I've got the 27th, which is a gap of a week. Yeah. So not next Wednesday.
All right. In that case, I won't be there. I'll be in transit.
Well, maybe I could actually do next week, but maybe take a pause on the 27th. Maybe we'll confirm on WhatsApp.
Yeah, sounds good.
Nice one. See you later. Bye.
See you.
Stara,
Bye, Stara.
See you, Stara. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, and just as she gets to there, this woman collapses as well. So yeah, the last round. First up is Tanya. Tanya, you now have an arrow on the string. You have quite a bit of area to cover, but you have the ability to kind of scan those 3 gaps and keep your eye there. And yes, if a target appears there, I will definitely let you know. Neathanel's unconscious. He is dying from burns. No. 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 6. No. 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 Can I please ask Tarquin to make an observation roll for me? Okay, 90, thank you. Alright. Okay, thank you, Tarquin. Okay, at great effort, I'm not going to pull the counters out unless I can grab them easily. Can I grab them easily? I don't think I can. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. I can. How about that? These 3. Oops. Of your. Damn it! Where did that counter go? There we go. Anyway, the 2 spear people and basically dragging Yonton's body. Tanya, you probably see this of anybody. Out along the wall of the crates. Yonton is leaving a trail of blood behind him. Etienne, you have moved around the corner. Your 2 companions that were around the corner have headed off. One of them has just collapsed here, however. There's the smell of burning flesh, acid burning flesh of where you are.
So there are figures. Is Wonton where you put him there?
No, he's not. He's probably more here, but just for. So no, Etienne can't see him. I don't think that.
But Etienne will delay moving until people move out. Well, no. Yeah, I think he'll move when other people move.
Okay.
I think in front of the thing, and his intention is to go via the body of the flaming sword guy and pick up his sword.
Okay. Yep. So he is here.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
And then go around the side of the rock.
Yep, sure thing. Cool. Leif, your turn.
He is planning on Yep, he is planning on moving out through the gap.
Yep.
At a Yep, out through the gap, and then I don't know how this works. Once he's clear of the caltrops, going directly towards Etienne's. Well, he's wanting to go. Like asking, what's the distance between the crate wall and the boats?
Top of my head, something like 30, 40 foot, maybe.
Okay, so possible. For
oh no, hang on. No, it'll be more than that, Pete. Just hang on. So the crate wall. boats. Yeah, 70 or so foot.
Cool. Actually, just so no, Leif has got a rowing skill. Can one person row could one person row these boats?
Slowly. They're designed for many people to row, but one person could move these boats slowly. Yes.
Thank you. Cool. Yep, he is. Yep, he would like to. That's right. The footpath thing is there. Is there some cover from? No, it is a clear shot from the wall to the rock, isn't it? Fairly clear.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to, just from Leif's memory, just trying to. No, okay. Leif is planning to run along the crate wall and go around the. And we want to. So once he's reached the Tanya's end of the crate wall, he would want to go backwards so he can see anything, and walk backwards so just the 10 foot around the corner so he can cast deflections if someone shoots at him. Does that make sense? So he'd run all the way along the crate wall and then go backwards so he can cast deflections around to safety past Tanya.
Okay, so firstly, could you roll a running roll?
Yep.
To be a light.
Well, actually, it's a light. Okay, so it's sort of safe to do it here. 37.
37. What's his agility? Doesn't wear armor.
12.
37 plus 12. 49. Yeah, okay, so he doesn't make his full move and he runs 70% of what he normally would, but he squeezes through the gap, pushes his way past these people carrying, kind of dragging Yonton's body at this stage. And where does he go?
Oh, actually, sorry, I just realised. So he would go along the crate wall to sort of try and minimise the time he's exposed.
Yep.
And then, I don't know if this is practical, walking backwards or walking sideways so that if there's someone who's shooting at him from the things, he can see the arrow and cast deflections.
Yep.
It makes sense. And if possible, and he would like to grab floating Severin, bend down and grab Neathamel and drag them around the corner.
He can try to grab one person, he certainly can't drag both.
Cool. He will grab. It's harder. It's sort of more difficult to drag Neathamel, so he'll drag her. Like he can. Yeah. He would like to drag her around the corner.
Well, yeah. There's a lot that Leif's done there, and there's a lot that he doesn't know. So I'm going to ask him to give an orientation roll to figure out what's going on. That's a 10% action.
Cool. I hope it's masked because he got rolled a 9.
It's not, because we all know what's going on.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, he just doesn't twig what's going on with Neathanel. Like he just kind of runs past her basically, and heads around the corner.
Okay, cool. He'll go back in a moment.
Yep. He gets around to safety.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Basically, what I was trying to simulate there is he's done a lot. He's run. He's squeezed past people. He's run around the corner with his back. And basically, he probably just didn't take Neathanel, who was lying on the ground, in. So he's kind of ducked around and got to there. That's
understood.
Lots to take in and around. Cool. Next up is right. So indeed, peering around Tanya, somebody peeks up. Again, they would be doing what you guys are doing. They're not jumping out. So it's mainly just their head and shoulders kind of looking over the top to see what's going on. But it is a target for Tanya if she can take it. They're in heavy cover, but if you wish to take it, you can.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Give me a roll. Oops, wrong one. Hang on. On just coming. 23. Yep.
There's a miss anyway.
Make a roll, please.
5.
5. Is that a failure with a longbow? I think it might be.
I was hoping.
Longbow. Fumble is a 5. I'm afraid that's a fumble. Mural.
$62.
You drop your bow. You lose 2 rounds while retrieving it and reloading it.
Ah, my favourite penalty.
Yes, I know you love that one. No, you love that one. You are at least in cover. You 2 for that while you're reloading the bow. Cool. So that person starts. Yeah, no. Interesting. Okay. Okay. This person here, I mean, he has been screaming his lungs out. He does kind of get off the ground. He's been out for a good 30 or 40 seconds. Anybody close to him, so it's probably just Tanya at the moment, smells the melting flesh off him. Like he is absolutely suffering from acid just dripping off him, and he kind of staggers out here and is promptly shot with a crossbow. The back. No shield, no DB. It's 19 C puncture. It hits this man in the back of the head. Very fortunately, he does have a helm, and he just collapses on the ground. He doesn't even make much noise. He just falls, and basically falls almost at your feet, Tanya. You see the crossbow bolt come out from this gap here. It was the guy that you were about to take a shot at. Hits him in the back of the head, and he goes down. There's no sound, and he just lies still. The 3 of these 2 spear people drag Yonton's bleeding and motionless body to the end here. I'm not sure if I can drag the counters, but they get to basically here and kind of pause there for a second. Mython. Action from you.
She would like to. She's going to make her way out to along the wall. Yep. Then she doesn't know he's there, of course, but she will then. Yeah, no, she will have her shield above her head. Oh, no, that's right, she's been using a bow. She would like to... Can she get her shield out and still hold her bow? She can, can't she? She can't use her bow whilst holding her shield, for sure. But if she doesn't want to just drop her bow and she doesn't want to unstring it, so if she holds it in one hand and has her shield in the other, she can still use her shield, I assume.
Yeah, I guess her shield's on her back. She can unsling it. Yep, I think that's reasonable.
I assume, I mean, she's not dragging anyone, so I assume she's got activity at the end of her round she hasn't moved too far. She'd like to just get her shield out and have that above her head as protection, like the people with shields at the beginning.
Sure. So drawing an item would be a.
That's always.
Yeah. Yeah, 20.
Your weapon is 20.
Yeah, call it that. Yep, 20. Yep.
Cool. Yep. That's it. So she'll be with. She'll be between the gaps in the wall, if possible, and she'll be huddled along next to Yonton friends, as close to them as she can be, but between the gaps.
Okay. Done.
And aware she might be shot from above, trying to defend herself that way.
Okay, sure.
Thanks.
All right, done. Thank you. Okay. This chap here is still stunned. Okay. Alrighty, let's see who is next. Alright. No. Nearly at the end. That is it. That is the end of 50 seconds.
Hang on, Chris.
Yep.
So when that crossbow bolt was unleashed,
yeah,
Etienne was intending to make a run with his shield up.
Yep.
For that cover of that rock.
Yep. Oh, you did say that. Yes, you did.
And ahead of him, and pick up that guy's sword on the way.
Cool.
Scoop it up.
Yeah, happy for you to just find it. It's very shallow water there. Yep, you grab it. He is still stunned, correct? Yes, he is. Yeah. Okay, so cover is.
Oh, he doesn't want to go that way. He wants to go through the water.
No, I am. Yep, I understand that. I do understand that. I'm just measuring the distance. Okay, 27. All right. So about 18 there. So what's his? Yeah. So you please tell me how far he can move this round.
His standard movement is 70.
Yep.
So that'll be 35.
35. All right. Cool. So he was here. That's 19 plus 13 plus 11. Is that 35? That's 35 to me. Okay, cool. And look, I'm happy to say you see the sword easily. You reach down and grab it, and you move over here. Done.
Yeah, I think she is.
Alrighty, and that, at the end of 50 whole seconds, guys, it's how long we played. Admittedly, that was more than we played last time. That is the end of our session tonight.
It felt like a flaming long time.
Nice, Pete, nice.
Oh, that's terrible.
It is terrible, it is terrible. And it's only 10:16. There we have it, guys. How was that for you?
It was a relief to have the decision to remove ourselves made for us. Quite clearly.
Yep.
Yeah. A bit punishing, really. It's not. Yeah, I don't think that was really doable for us, really. I think that was.
That's all right.
We should have given up before, shouldn't we? Really? Anyway.
Yep. Yeah, but we have, so many things on. I would say. Can I do Vader?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Yep. I wrote down a few notes for everyone. I thought that I loved Etienne being a footstool. Demos carrying Tarquin's commitment to his colleagues, amazing.
Yes.
But I think that the clincher really was Neathanel's sneak look, using her acrobatic skill to get that. That was a pretty daunting piece of information of 13 foes, so I think to Neathanel.
To Neathanel, well done.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And who won it for the other team?